Ooga, fucking Ooga cunts. Welcome back to the best show on the fucking internet, Cringe of Yesteryear. Once again, my twin brother and co-host Robert, he couldn't make it today. He's a busy little bee.
A busy motherfucker. I always confuse the two. Yeah. I can never tell which one he's being. Either way.
But thankfully, my buddy Alf Benny came on. Alf has his own YouTube channel. I'm going to show real quick. What is it? YouTube/Alf Benny?
Yeah, that should be right.
Everybody go sub to Alf Benny. He just warning you, he is AIU scum.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I like it.
I'm in the upper circle. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on, but
fucking some flaggings from some certain people, some best bros of mine.
Yeah, it's shitty, but yeah, I try to stay out of the drama.
I am very sorry, Alf Benny, that my best bro,
your best
flagged AIU.
He's been on a bit of a rampage lately, hasn't he? Though.
My best bro has been an angry man lately. Yes.
Yeah, it happens.
Wait, are you talking about Semaj?
Who? No, my other best bro. My best bro, who's closer to me than Semaj could ever be.
Opal?
No, think even bester.
You got to be joking, Mike. I know you know.
It's probably Worski.
Yeah,
your bestest friend of all time.
Exactly. Me and him are as close as can be now. So I will talk no shit on him because he is my bestest friend in the whole world. We sometimes do the gay stuff. I'm on top.
I'm on top.
But he apparently did Sagan of AIU.
Yeah,
live on air.
I think he kind of spurred the bit on that one, but oh well.
A little bit.
It's the weirdest thing. Mundane Matt can like show just videos he flagged before. This guy Worski can go on a live stream and flag, and I mean, it's like all of his little fanboys don't give a shit.
No, I don't know. When he was doing that in the chat, it was kind of divided. I seen some people saying like, "Hey, this is fucked up." You know, some people were like, some people were cheering him on, but there were some people in there like saying, "Hey, man, what the fuck?"
You gotta realize not everybody who watches Worski agrees with everything Worski does.
Yeah,
there's a good portion that does.
Yeah,
but, some of them are intelligent individuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you.
But it's kind of like the whole Mexican thing, they're not sending their best, but I'm sure some are good.
Yeah, I actually got a Mexican guy who started coming to my streams. He's really nice and started Patreon me, send me money. He sent me money to buy a video game. He wants me to play with him, so I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, I love people who send money.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I just started doing that. I just started a Patreon, and Streamlabs and all that stuff.
Yeah. Nice. So you're getting kind of big now, huh, Alf?
Yeah, I blew up from those Bron Fabio videos I did where he responded to an AIU video, and I doubled my subs from that, and I went over 1,000. So I was like, all right, I guess it's time to start doing something.
Yeah. Nice. And are you doing live stream? You just got done with the live stream. Are you doing those every week?
This week I did a bunch because I was playing Mega Man 11, and I just basically play and have people on to talk with. So this week I did one like every day, but yeah, I try to do at least 1 or 2 a week, and then make some content too, maybe if I get something good to
sub to Alf.
Thank you. Yeah.
But tonight's topic, we have someone you guys may know, a Michael Gerard Tyson.
Now, I believe he was a fighter of some sort.
You heard correctly. He did dabble in the fighting sport of boxing.
And, I believe he is most popular for, much like my best bro, maybe overreacting in a large way at some point.
He has an instance or two of that. Yes.
I believe he Van Gogh'd somebody.
Oh shit. Did he?
Okay, we'll get to that. But okay. I actually saw that live. It was fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I mean, yes, without like everybody knows who Mike Tyson is. He was the heavyweight champion of the world for many years.
Mhm.
Dude was born in 1966. He competed from 1985 to 2005, and he was the heavyweight champion. He holds the record as the youngest boxer to win heavyweight champion at 20 years old. Let's see. He won his first 19 professional fights by knockout. Jesus.
Yeah. Within the first round, usually.
12 of them in the first round.
Yeah. Yep. I grew up in that era, man. I watched all those fights.
Right. And this is one of those. I mean, Mike Tyson is one of the greatest of all times, arguably the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, you have people that claim he's the greatest. You'll have people that say, you know, Mayweather or fucking what's his name, George Foreman. Like, I mean, everybody has their favorite boxer. And
George Foreman was another special case. We'll get to him later.
Right.
And George Foreman was a great boxer in his time, though, man. He was incredible.
Right. There have been a lot of great boxers in their time, but I doubt that. I don't think any one of them, like in his prime, had the fucking power and intimidation that Mike Tyson had.
Tyson was a beast, man. He was a beast of a man.
This is a dude, like, if you can imagine a person like actually punching through concrete, like this guy would fucking do it.
Yeah.
If anybody, like if Ivan Drago could fucking do it, then this guy could do it.
Yeah. I could see him dressing up as the Kool-Aid guy and smashing through a wall, right? Oh yeah. Oh, except for him, it'd be like, oh yeah.
Let's see. He became the lineal champion in '88 when he knocked out Michael Spinks in 91 seconds of the first round. Like that's, I mean, 12 first 19 fights. The first 19 fights he won by knockout, and 12 of them were in the first round.
Yeah.
This guy hits you once and you are down.
Amazingly, Spinks was one of the top fighters at the time. I'm sorry, I missed that. What'd you say? I talked over
Mike Tyson. This is an official challenge. I will fight you anytime, anywhere.
Oh shit!
As long as I get, let's say, 30% of the money.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess it might be. With 30%, it'd still be a lot.
You don't want to do that. I'm telling you, this guy will hit you once and kill you.
Yeah.
Okay, so give 30% of the money to my kid. There we go.
Yeah, that could work. But yeah, he knocked out Spinks that fast, and Spinks was one of the top boxers of the time. So it's an amazing feat to knock him out in 90 seconds.
Right. I mean, not only could he give punches, but he could take a fucking punch.
Yeah.
This guy could get blasted in the face and just not even phase him.
Blasted in the face. You make it sound like
yeah, that might be bad terminology there.
Like, no, like just based on what he looks like he looks like he can take a fucking punch, right? He's a solid boy.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Yeah. Plus, he's got the dead giveaway of a solid upright citizen, the face tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you can't trust a man with a face tattoo, who can you trust, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yay, Amy's in the chat, and so is Annie.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Annie.
Hi, Amy and Annie.
Amy and Annie. We should get the two of you in the same place sometime.
Yeah, Amy's done a couple streams with Annie. Like two.
Yeah, actually, the very first stream I ever went on live ever was on Amy's channel with Annie, and we spent the entire time comparing mine and my brother's dick sizes.
But you're twins. They should be the same.
Wait. Mark, who the fuck would have such bad etiquette as to sit there and have you compare yours and your brother?
I can't think of anyone else other than Annie
and Annie. Yeah. Obviously, you don't know Amy and Annie very well.
Only them.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, you ladies are bad people.
No, Amy and Annie are both two of my favorite people of all time.
Yeah. Amy's one of my closest friends.
I try to catch Amy. Amy also has her own channel, and she's there in the chat. So click on her name and go sub to
Amy K.
Amy K. Yeah, and yeah, Amy and Annie have met. Annie and I have never met. and I've never met Amy either. But they're begging me to come visit them, though.
Well, I feel like there's a whole situation that could be had here with Amy and Annie and Mark and Robert, and maybe Schmeckle with a camera.
Right?
Right?
Not safe for YouTube.
We don't know. We're not stuck on YouTube. We can sell it elsewhere. I'll give you 20%.
Amy said, "Mod me, ho."
Right? I'm surprised. I've actually been trying to get Amy on here for the past couple weeks.
Yeah, send her a link. Tell her I'll give her. Actually, don't tell her nothing. She can hear me.
Yeah,
I'll give her a goddamn wrench if she jumps the fuck in.
She might be at the gym right now. She'd probably be able to come in.
Annie says we didn't devote hours to their dicks and twin-cest Schmeckle.
Incest.
Neither
that just means you don't have the fucking, willpower to keep.
Amy has no Twitter, but I can send her the link that you sent me through.
Oh yeah, I tried to send it to her last week, and her Twitter was gone. What the fuck?
Gone. She's got no Twitter anymore.
That's right.
Her Twitter from before got banned, and then they found out that she was using an alt account, so they banned the alt account.
She says, "Yeah, I can come in, just no Twitter." So I guess contact her elsewhere.
Yeah,
I have no idea who the chick is. So, Annie says, "No, we aren't having a four-way to answer the dick question. No, they can just submit their pictures to me to answer the dick question." I was talking about that purely for me selling the video that resulted purposes.
Annie, you have the least amount of say in that situation there.
Oh, Jameson, one of my favorite drinks.
Yeah, it's good. Oh wait, where'd it go? I brought a glass because I'm classy.
Yeah, you should pour some Guinness and Irish cream in there. So make yourself a cup.
Annie says, "Send Amy the link."
I did already. Yeah, I just
you. Annie, she's got the goddamn link.
Yeah, I just said that. Get off my dick, bitch.
Yes, Amy, I'm sitting in my garage.
Yeah, your mother's garage.
Yeah, Rob is being lame again. He's not being lame. He has to work. He has like a legitimate job.
He did say he's making a shitload of money right now, so I can accept it.
It's well
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if I had the choice between making money and being here, I'd be making money instead. Unfortunately, my job don't offer this.
Dingy Jewish motherfuckers. Green Labs link in the description.
Yeah, exactly. I could be making a whole fuckload of money if you guys were less.
I got a question for you, Schmeckle. What happened to the cunt stream?
It was hacked.
It was? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's still up. These assholes are putting videos out on it.
What? There's people putting videos on it? That's bullshit, man. That sucks.
So we ended up moving over here instead. We don't got the whole super chat thing, anything like that. So it's all through Streamlabs.
Yeah, who wants to give money to fucking YouTube anyways? It'll all just end up getting donated to charity, and then it'll end up getting sent back to you anyways. So don't donate through fucking YouTube.
If you donate and you don't say that are gonna set YouTube off, the money, 70% of the money will come to me.
Schmeckle, don't sell out your principles for cash, bro. Free speech,
dude. Cash is my principles.
Streamlabs is better anyway.
I've been very clear about that. But yes, Streamlabs has always been better because it's 100% to the person you're donating to.
How do they make money?
Well, it's only for the donations. If you don't do donations, they take a cut.
Oh, I suppose. And people do have to sign up to donate.
Yeah. It's an option. You don't have to do the donate thing. I don't do it. I get my money from it.
But yeah, like somebody donates me $5 through Streamlabs, I get $5. That's the extent of what I know.
Oh, did they? Somebody donated me $5 and they gave me $4.55.
That's probably a difference in the currency. It was probably from a different country or something like that.
Yeah.
Because if I get $5 Canadian, I get $5 Canadian.
How much is that in American?
I think that's last I checked, we
how
were
much
80
is that in
cents
real
on
money?
the dollar. Oh, last I checked, we were 80 cents on the dollar. So that math.
Yeah, it's either 580 or 420. I'm not sure which way.
Why is everybody bitching about the women's wage gap?
Yeah.
The Canadian wage gap is just as fucking big.
We get much larger wages than you. At least at the bottom end, like our minimum wage and shit like that.
Didn't you say you were sick and you had to wait 2 weeks before you could go see a doctor at the hospital?
Yes, but that's not a wage thing.
Yeah, I know. That's just a Canadian thing.
But no, it was 2 weeks till I could get an appointment with my particular doctor, but he's a busy doctor. Instead, I'm just gonna go and see the doctor I work for, because that seems a lot easier.
We got Marino in the chat. I haven't seen him around in a while.
Marino.
Never seen Marino.
That's
These are all new people.
That's my Canadian buddy.
Like bringing new people.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Amy.
I'm here.
Amy! Where's my hula hoop video?
Mark, usually you bring me ugly shit. Oh wait, no, that's Rob. Never mind.
I always bring the fucking. I always bring the thickest of thoughts, bro. Don't you know me?
The thickest of thoughts.
I confused you with your brother for a moment. Don't worry.
By the way, if anybody calls Amy a thought, I will literally put my foot in their ass.
Oh my god, I'm so used to it. I've adapted it now. I've embraced it.
You've embraced the thought. Queen.
Yeah, I'm the thought patrol. Okay, I'm the commander-in-chief of the thoughts.
No, but Amy has her own channel. Like I said before, she's very awesome. Obviously, you should go subscribe to her because if you want to see that face.
Yeah, you suggested subscribing to her, and I agreed with you, but that was before I saw what she looked like. Now, guys, go hit that fucking subscribe. Fuck in there.
That's so rude, guys.
Yeah, so rude to promote your channel.
No, I'm just kidding. Number one question. Who is this gentleman with the leopard bandana and what is with the getup? Is this your style? Like, what's the deal?
You haven't even Schmeckle, get the top hat.
Oh my god, this is Schmeckle? Yeah. Dude, I fucking hate you so much.
Oh man, I thought we were getting along for a moment.
Oh my god, you are the one who started talking shit at me one day because I don't even remember why. And I was like, why?
That's when he had the cunts.
Any consolation? He doesn't have a clue who you are. I was like, I'm trying to get Amy on the show, and he goes, "Who is that?"
That's okay. Not a lot of people know who I am.
I think really the beef started with somebody.
No. It's not like I don't know like, who the fuck are you type thing. It's I don't remember talking shit about you.
No.
It was just chat banter.
What happened was somebody else started the beef with Amy, and then that went onto a cunt stream one time in the chat on the side, and it started going into everybody just talking shit to each other. So
that's happened a couple times.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna need more details.
I'm also kind of like combative and cunty, so it's just not like, you know, I start shit with people sometimes.
Yeah, that's like in the entirety of what I do. I just don't remember.
Amy had one of the best live streams I've ever seen recently, where she debated vegan gains on a live stream while she sat there eating a fucking steak in front of him.
That was the best. I love that one.
And, oh my god! And
she got him to flip out. Right? He kept repeating.
Got him to flip out. Like it was funny because every time he went to the moral argument, she's just like, "I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care." Like, give me something, like argue about something else because this moral grandstanding bullshit is not flying with me. This steak is delicious, by the way. Fucking, it was so good. I was like applauding. So if you want to see vegan gains, go get pissed off again.
Oh, he was so angry. It was incredible how angry he was.
That dude deserves to be angry. I mean, he should be in jail for animal abuse.
I mean, I can't imagine existing around that person for a long time. He just seems very unstable.
Yeah, he's volatile and and he's obsessed with veganism. Like his channel, that's all he talk about. Right?
It's not that he seems unstable. He's like admittedly unstable.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's not always a bad thing. It depends on the person. Like our
got
topic
mental
tonight,
issues.
Mike Tyson, he's unstable too, but he's extremely popular.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. I mean, just because you're Nick Nolte, fucking Gary Busey, like being unstable is not a career ender. Andy
Schmeckle!
Worth.
Schmeckle still hasn't answered my question. Is that just how you dress, or is this a stream thing you do?
Oh, that's Schmeckle.
The bandana is pretty usual.
Yeah.
In my day-to-day life, I have to tie the hair back. And,
why do you need the bandana for?
Jobber.
I have a fucked up forehead.
Well,
like
his hairline's like halfway up his fucking head, like right here.
Why do you keep long hair then?
Hide that.
My hairline's, probably not the greatest. It's not like that. I had a lot of acne when I was young, and I was one of the type that picked. So I scarred up forehead.
That sucks.
But usually he wears a top hat. I like the top hat better. He looks like Slash.
Yeah, but the top hat is actually really heavy.
Schmeckle,
hairs on the fucking neck.
Hey, Schmeckle, you there's a lady present. Why don't you doll yourself up there, sweetheart?
Yeah. Where's your
top hat?
I'm trying to figure out why the hell Mark is like drinking in his car. Schmeckle looks like a fucking hippie. Like what is happening here?
I'm just in my garage because the connection is good out here and I can smoke a drink.
Before we answer that question, Jimmy, go put your face on.
I still haven't gotten a wrench, which is not okay.
Wrench, Amy. But Amy, I'm so glad you finally came on. I've been trying to get you on for a while.
I know. I don't have Twitter anymore either, Mark, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get a hold of me. I'll give you my email address or something.
Yeah, see, Mark, all you had to do was invite me on first, and then
you need his Alfie.
She follows Alf like wherever Alf goes, Amy goes.
Yeah, Alfie's one of my BFFs.
She's my concubine.
Yeah, he's my babe.
You know who I actually have been trying to get? Like, I wouldn't mind getting a hold of. Now I'm having a total stoner moment. I can't remember his name. Fucking Anthony.
There you go. Now, if you'd like to complete your question, this is Jimmy.
Oh, another cool guy with a fucking weird getup. Great.
Are you saying that I have a weird getup? I'm wearing like a black hoodie.
Yeah, you're fine, but you're drinking in your car. Why are you drinking in your car?
I'm in my garage. I can smoke out here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool. So I can smoke and be outside and not be in the cold and like.
Well, I always thought the main reason is so your mom didn't hear you.
That's also part of the reason. So because they watch TV.
To be fair, he's been very open about it, Jimmy. He's let his mom come out here and speak to me.
Oh, we got like the Unabomber in here when this happened.
Dude, yeah. That's the
Akbar.
But he's not the Unabomber, he's like a multi-bomber.
Oh. Polybomber.
Right?
Well, I mean,
terrible.
I'm just saying one isn't enough sometimes, you need multiple ones in there.
So, Amy, what do you know about Mike Tyson? What do you remember about Mike Tyson?
What do you think I remember about Mike Tyson?
Wait,
he bit
are you old enough to remember things about Mike Tyson?
I just said he bit Vander Holyfield's ear off. That's
okay, so she knows about as much as I do.
Also, I remember this story that they told on the Joe Rogan Experience about how Mike Tyson owns lions. You guys hear that story?
Yeah. This is also in a plot point of The Hangover.
Yeah.
That was a tiger.
Yeah, but she hasn't seen that, trust me.
I think I have. I just don't remember it.
It's like Amy has seen hardly any movies. So
I'm the worst.
Probably not gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm the fucking worst.
I'm trying to get her to catch up. We watch movies like all the time now. Mm-hmm. We just watched Evil Dead 2 for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Anything now that you've seen the movie, you have to watch the show because he has a TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna show her Army of Darkness first, and then we're
good call on that one.
Yeah.
That show is fantastic.
Yeah, the show was so good. I'm so sad they canceled it, man.
I know.
On a cliffhanger too. They had the 4th season already like half written and ready to go.
Yeah, you know what? Sam Raimi isn't doing anything right now. I guarantee you he's gonna find some way to bring it back, probably as a movie.
Yeah, maybe, or
right
if he's gonna deal with Netflix or something, that could work. Because the show had great ratings. Showtime's just being douchey, and they just ended it.
Well,
like when they put it on Netflix, like the ratings like skyrocketed for Netflix. Like,
yeah, I mean, when you make something like a show like that, it's very expensive to make. So very often they'll cancel it, or they'll move it to a less successful time slot just to kill it off.
Yeah,
they did the same thing with the Orville because they went, this show is really good.
Yeah,
it's really expensive, so they moved it to a day they thought no one would watch it, and the fans came back in droves. It actually doubled in viewership after that. It's like, we gotta watch a show.
Yeah, did the 2nd season start already? Yeah, right.
I
think so.
Maybe
I thought it was in October. It was supposed to start. Maybe not.
Maybe.
But yeah, the first season was great. I caught it late. I caught it like halfway through the summer, and I was like, "Oh, it was good." I wish I watched it when it came out.
I got a lot of catching up to do. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I'll load stuff up when I go on the plane. Maybe I'll watch some Orville or something on the go.
The plane you're gonna hijack with your fake beard.
Yeah.
Are you just fucking around, or do you always cover your face?
Only on the internet.
Okay. Well, obviously that's what I mean. That's what
Jimmy's the only one who's open with what his name is, but the only one who covers his face. Oddly enough.
Okay.
That's cool.
I mean, I can keep, if you want to come over, I can keep the mask on for you if you like.
I'm good, but thanks.
One of these days that'll work for you, Jimmy. I promise.
Michael, my mom says hi.
Oh, excellent. Can you go back and tell her? Just do the thing I showed you how to do the other night.
Quick, but she didn't want to.
Oh, well, you know, that's how a lot of women react when I give them invitations. Don't worry. The bitching witch would like to know if Amy is bisexual like every other chick that ever shows up here.
Yeah, I just read that.
Only for play, and I'm super picky about the girls.
Yeah.
So.
Annie's on that list though.
I guess what she's saying is DM her, the bitching witch. Send pics, she'll decide.
Yeah. So,
but no, it's we're rolling up on the half hour. I'm gonna go have a smoke. The attractive girls in church.
Okay, so I'm in charge.
What a twink!
What a twink!
Amy, so you said the thing you know about Mike Tyson is he bit Evander Holyfield's ear.
Evander Holyfield, that's his name.
Yeah, you said Vander before I was laughing.
Yeah.
I saw that fight live.
Yeah,
and if you ask somebody what Mike Tyson is known for, they'll tell you either biting Evander Holyfield's ear off, or he was in The Hangover.
Or Punch Out.
Punch Out? That fuck. Yeah. Man, I grew up with that.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. How can you forget Punch Out, dude? That was like when I was a kid.
Except I played the version when it was just Punch Out before it was Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and he wasn't in it yet.
I remember the arcade version. Yeah, didn't have him in it either.
But he also has a cartoon out on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that shit is funny.
Where he solves mysteries like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Wait, who solves mysteries like Scooby-Doo? Mike Tyson?
It's like an animated show, kind of making it look like 70s animation, like Mr. T type shit.
Or Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, or Scooby-Doo, and he goes around with his.
And they go and solve mysteries.
But it's extremely ridiculous. It's funny.
I actually haven't seen the show yet. I know of it. I just thought I thought it was like a one-trick pony kind of thing, and apparently it's got a fan base. So
yeah, cool. It's pretty good. You should check it out. It's pretty funny.
I will say this though. Was he in The Hangover 1 or was it 2? I can't remember which one.
1. He might have been in 2 too. I don't remember enough, but I know for a fact he was in 1. Like it was a plot
more than one of them. I know that.
His tiger.
In my personal opinion, this is a little small spoiler here, not really, but at the end of Hangover 1, all the cast there we're doing what you're supposed to do, and that's acting. As they're listening to Mike Tyson, sing the ending song or whatever. Dude, motherfucker cannot sing, as far as I'm concerned. He was terrible. The actor. Yeah, he can barely talk.
Gotta get punched in the face, bro.
And I also heard he was super pissed off about the guy getting the tattoo, even though it was just in the movie. It's like apparently you need his approval. Something about a massive lawsuit because of that.
Oh shit!
Guys, did you hear about that?
Can you trademark a tattoo?
He thought he could.
Yeah, you can actually. I've seen it done a couple times. Especially,
I think you could at least trademark the artwork.
Yeah, the tattoo artist usually does it. The tattoo artist,
right? But the guy didn't get the exact same tattoo as Tyson had, did he? It was like it just looked like it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't the same design, right?
I don't remember. I think it was actually the same design. Now that I think about it,
maybe
it might have been.
But I didn't think that would be a problem. Like, it's just a bloody movie. I mean, why would this be an issue? And then on top of that,
because every time someone saw it, they'd think of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's silly to sue for that, regardless. I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't even a real tattoo. You know, it was just a fake tattoo used for like one movie. Like, get over it.
But I also forgot that the dude, he was convicted of rape, and he served several years in jail.
Yeah. Yep.
Who, the actor?
By Robin Gibbons. Yeah, she accused him of rape.
Will,
not accused. He got raped by him.
Oh, yeah, she was in
court, and he went to jail.
I didn't know this. What?
Accusation.
I don't know. While you were gone, Mark, we did have somebody in the chat, I forget who, say that he was fucked over by a false rape accusation.
Yeah, I guess we can't really know. I mean,
really? Well,
he says it's false.
Look,
can't really know.
Real rape allegation, false rape allegation. The guy got convicted and served several years, and it's incredibly hard to get a rape conviction. I'm just
saying. That's true, but I know nothing about the case either. Maybe it was fake, maybe it was true. It seems like if it went through the courts, there's a good fucking chance.
I mean, there has to be, like, if it went through the courts, there's at least more evidence than fucking Ford gave. I'll tell you that much.
And that's why Ford's shit never made it anywhere. She ended up losing.
I'm looking into it. The details.
You have like
you really should have done this beforehand. I gave you like 25 minutes to prepare, Mark.
You did. You gave me so much time to be ready for tonight's topic.
yeah, you could have been completely. I expected 2 hours of material from you, pre-planned.
All right. So he was arrested in '91 for the rape of Desiree Washington.
Oh,
Miss Black, Rhode Island. In Indianapolis,
Rhode Island. That was the thing.
Well, can you blame him? I mean, come on. She was Miss Rhode Island.
No, she was Miss Black.
49 other states to pick from. She couldn't have been that hot.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
She wasn't no Amy, I'll tell you that much.
All
right, let's see. Okay, partial corroboration of Desiree Washington's story came from testimony from Tyson's chauffeur, Virginia Foster, who confirmed her state of shock after the incident.
I would like to point out, Mark, that just the presence of the thought has got us like double the viewers we normally have. Go on.
That's how you do it, man.
It's all Alf.
All Alf. I'm a pimp, man. You bring me on, I'll bring the women.
Alf is the real thought, guys. What the hell?
Hey, you know what, Alf? You're a new regular part of the show. You're replacing Rob.
You're not stealing Alf away from us, and he's got his own show, so you better watch the fuck out, okay?
Don't worry. I'm not stealing him away from you.
I'm his manager, and I don't approve of this.
That's all right, baby. He's got a new manager.
No, he does not. You want to fight? I'll fucking kill you.
I always want to fight. It's even better if the person hitting me is pretty. I can get off that way.
I made Schmeckle promise to be nice, even though, like, it was funny. I tried to get Alf on. He's like, Schmeckle hates me. And I was like, Schmeckle, be nice to Alf. And he's like, who the fuck is Alf? And he's like, okay, I'll be nice to this guy. I don't
need you to be nice to me. I'm not a baby. I can handle myself. Alfie knows.
Oh, I know. I'm not trying to.
He didn't tell me to be nice to you. He told me to be nice to Alf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm special.
And I had no idea who Alf was. I have had no idea who you are, and it's not because like you're not well, my memory's just shit.
It's okay.
They
It's
love
okay.
me.
Like,
Nothing
there's like
against
a
you.
million bajillion people on the internet. You can't remember everybody, right?
I do. I remember everyone.
Well,
It took me 4 or 5 times to remember Jimmy.
Jamie.
Jimmy. The
Oh,
guy,
Jimmy.
the bomber over here.
I thought he said Jamie. I was like, Jamie? That's
Yeah.
my Jamie.
Schmeckle robots a lot.
Oh, hey, you know what, Jamie? I'll have a go at Jamie. What's she
Jamie
look
is a boy, first of all.
like?
Yeah.
Well, then what's he look like?
Oh my god. He's such a handsome British chap. He loves England.
Oh,
He's like one of my
British.
best friends
Yeah,
ever.
British. We're done. We're
we
done here.
got a lot of British friends.
Mm-hmm.
We got friends all over the world.
Yeah, I got friends all over the world, but if they're British, I make them hide their accents.
No,
Wow,
you love the
British accents are awesome.
accents.
They're funny as fuck.
You know what?
All the time.
You know what? After reading through this, I kind of think Mike Tyson was falsely accused of rape.
Really?
Yeah.
Really reading through this, your opinion's changed.
Well, like I mean, I looked at a couple of his things. Okay, so the only corroborative evidence of her allegations is from Tyson's chauffeur, who confirmed that Washington's state of shock after the incident. Personally, if I'm 18 and I'm getting fucked by Mike Tyson, I'm going to be in shock after it, whether or not it was like consensual or not.
You gotta assume based on the rest of his body size, like
Okay.
it's gotta be a traumatic experience. Amy,
Well, according to Tyson, denied claims that he had misled Washington and that she wanted to have sex with him. This is the world heavyweight champion at the time. So I'm just saying, like,
Okay,
I'm not discounting her claim. I'm just saying sometimes women want to fuck a rich and powerful man.
Well, just look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean,
Oh my
like,
god, he fucked his maid.
Yeah, he fucked his maid, but I guarantee you that was probably like what the 30th woman who wanted to fuck him that day.
Right, that day.
That day, Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger. He's an older kind of guy. I guarantee you the women are still going after him.
Arnold? Right? Arnold's got that hard body.
And Tyson is totally like, think about it. Think of Tyson. Like, you don't want to get punched by the guy.
No.
If you're 18 and you like want to fuck Tyson, and then it gets down to brass tacks, you're gonna start feeling like he's about to fucking punch you. And getting fucked by Tyson, I imagine, would be like getting punched in the vag like over and over.
Like a punch to the cunt repeatedly.
Like
what I assume is but based on the voice, probably really tiny balls.
Well, I was going to say, isn't there a case when you've done that kind of, like what, a boxer or whatever, you can't take a few too many blows to the head, and it causes some like bad reactions to your body. I wonder if it makes you impotent.
I'm sure it doesn't help.
Well, because if it fucks up some of the responses from the brains and whatnot, maybe certain parts don't work so well. I think it was Muhammad Ali had all kinds of...
Because you feel bad. I can't imagine what actual physical damage to the brain.
Well, I know that for like Muhammad Ali, like towards the end of his life, he was a shuffler at that point. So I don't know.
But I don't know. Based off what
people like George Foreman, you're talking impotence. George Foreman got hit many, many, many times in the brain before he pumped out all his little Georges.
Yeah. Amy, did you know about that?
By the time he had kids.
I thought I was supposed to be the steamroller. Listen to these men just talking over each other.
Them fucking steamroll.
I know, but I can't understand your question when both of you are talking at the same time, so I apologize.
Yeah, it's a shit show over here. It's a shit show. Yeah. But
it's a cunt stream. Just blame it on the liquor.
Yeah.
Blame it on Jim.
So, What did I just ask you, Amy? Fuck, I'm baked.
I don't know.
No idea what's going on, do you, Mark?
Bad.
I'm
right.
gonna be honest. I don't remember what he was asking either.
Amy, would
Jimmy.
you, like you? I would assume that you have some experience. You're not an 18-year-old, like
Some
pageant
experience
goer.
doing what?
Sexual experience. What
Obviously, yeah. That's kind of the best thing about being in long-term relationships. You get more and more comfortable to try crazy shit. So yeah.
I know a lot of single people that do way crazier shit
Oh,
than long-term relationships.
When she was blowing fucking rings earlier, I thought it was actual smoke, but she's a. Never mind. Go on.
Vape Nation.
Vape niche.
Vape
Vape
Nation.
niche. So fucking gay.
Yeah. Well, that's the point of it, is to be gay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so gay. Normies know about Vape Nation.
Okay, but what was your point in asking me about my sexual prowess?
Yeah.
So imagine you're fucking Mike Tyson. Would you be a little in shock after that?
In shock?
Like,
I mean, if I already decided to fuck him, then no.
I don't.
Once
think
you decide to fuck someone, like, what do you mean? Because he's a celebrity or something?
no, not because he's a celebrity. I don't think you realize just how big this dude is. And I'm not talking about his dick size, just how big this fucking guy is. And
I'm very small, and I've been with a couple of really giant guys. It's not that shocking size-wise. I kind of like it. It makes me feel small and dainty.
Do you now we're talking about your sex life. Are you more of a are you more of a you let the guy do all the work?
No? What kind of boring shit is that?
All right.
Or am I supposed to just lay there like a fish and let him fuck me? Get out of here. No. That's not how it
well,
works.
okay. Can you imagine? Like, my point is, I can easily imagine a situation where an 18-year-old girl wants to fuck this dude Mike Tyson, and then it comes down to brass tacks, and they start fucking, and this guy is just like ridiculously. I don't know. She's not ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I get the point you're making now, but this originated from you saying I think he was falsely accused. Can you tie it?
Because okay. So what? Like, I'm reading some of I'm not going to I'm not reading exact details like court transcripts or shit, but from what it says here, that there's an accusation and a denial, and then Tyson's driver confirmed that afterwards this chick was in a state of shock, air quotes here, a state of shock, and that's what threw him under the bus, and that's why he got killed.
So what you're saying is that the state of shock might not have come from a rape, it might have come from wow, that was big,
or or just like not ready for what just fucking happened.
Oh, really rough
some
sex.
shit like that. I don't know.
The dude is strong as hell, so it could have been really rough sex. Like,
without even trying, like without even putting any effort.
Exactly. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
The Witch says Tyson has also beat on women, so obviously he isn't respectful of them and their bodies. Has he beat on women? I don't know nothing about.
When he was married to Robin Gibbons, she accused him of beating on her, and that was the basis of their divorce. Was that he was?
Was it an accusation or something?
Yeah, it was an accusation. I don't know if it was ever proven. But
yeah, there's no elevator video or some shit like that.
Yeah, things weren't always recorded back then.
Oh, that was the football player, right? Who like smacked the shit out of his girlfriend in the elevator. What was his name?
I thought we were still talking about Mike Tyson.
No, he just
we are, but
he just said something about an elevator.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Keep up, motherfucker.
I didn't know nothing about an elevator video.
Oh my god, really? It was such a big deal for so long.
Yeah, some football player.
Thanks, Grant.
Thank you, Grant.
Yeah, he like punched her and then he like dragged her into the elevator and shit. It was pretty rough.
Shit.
Yeah. And he got like a temporary suspension.
Yeah, that's all I got. And then he came back.
Wait, a temporary suspension. You got caught on video dragging a chick into an elevator and beating her up.
He's good, man. He's a good football player. I mean, O.J. Simpson was still loved after he killed his wife.
At the same time, there's you got to look at the publicity angle, and the good move there is to say fuck off, get out of here.
I agree.
Well,
I agree.
Also, dude, things are different now than back then. Like, people forget that shit tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
You didn't even fucking hear about it. Everybody, like, this Mike Tyson thing was a huge thing. This was back in '92 when, like, people could only get their news from, like, television, and I mean,
well,
there just wasn't that much shit going on, I guess. But everybody knew about it. But people forgot about this. Nobody remembers Mike Tyson for the rape conviction he had.
No, I remember him for the ear thing and the ear thing only.
Exactly. But that's another thing. That's probably another testament to how bullshit it was. Because everyone remembers OJ. Like, OJ got off, and everyone remembers it because
OJ got off, but he shouldn't have. He was very, very guilty.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. And that's why everybody remembers it. Like, if I'm telling you, if this was the same,
not have a rank, Amy, for fuck's sake, you know what? Just because of that, Loyal Logic gets a wrench.
Wow.
Loyal Logic, you have a goddamn wrench now. Thank Amy.
I think I'm starting to remember why I didn't like this fucking douche when I first talked to him.
Well, yeah, the reason most people
Get
don't
ahead,
like
Schmeckle, talk to me.
Oh, now she's doing a Liz Reptile. You know, if she had I could probably enjoy it.
Will someone fucking wrench Amy for the love of fucking God?
He doesn't
I'm the only one that can do that, and I gave it to Loyal Logic instead.
he doesn't want to do it.
He's just doing it to be a dick. Like,
I know. It's a power move. Guys really need to assert their dominance. You know, it's fine. No big deal.
I'm very clear about the fact that I ain't dominant on this game. At this point, that's you. But usually it's Jimmy, believe it or not. Underneath that beard, he's got balls.
You're just afraid I'm going to blow you up.
Hello,
Jimmy, you can at least try to prove my point. Yeah, you could have tried to assert some dominance there.
Hello,
everybody, let's pretend Jimmy didn't fuck it up. Jimmy's the one in charge here, right, Jimmy?
Fuck yeah.
I thought
y'all are gay.
Yeah, we're gonna get back on track.
She can sing too. Perfect.
Back on track. Yeah, Mike Tyson, dude, apparently raped him. But
apparently, or did, was convicted. So
yeah, apparently he was convicted.
That's true.
But in prison, he converted to Islam.
Yeah.
That's not
black people will do in
anyway.
prison for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think he kept up with that after.
Okay, but so he adopted the Muslim name Malik Abdul Aziz.
Yeah.
But apparently some sources reported his name as Malik Shabazz.
Hilarious.
So, I don't know if that sounds like a movie with Shaq in it, but whatever.
Skip forward to the part where he stopped sucking.
Well, he had to register as a tier 2 sex offender.
Okay,
so,
don't skip forward just yet. Do that thing first.
Well, that's it. He registered as a tier 2 sex offender, but no one seems to care.
Well, I mean, he's doing pretty well for himself now.
Oh yeah, he is. That's what pisses me off about this outrage culture a lot, is the hypocrisy. Like, you have some dude who was actually convicted of rape and he's doing a TV show and shit, and you can't fucking
he's in
a video of a video game punching a girl in the face without getting banned.
Yeah, he's in big name fucking movies. He's got his own fucking cartoon.
Yep.
And I'm not saying he shouldn't. But the outrage that you're comparing it to, like the shit with video game violence and shit, you know, there's a lack of a balance there, right?
Yeah.
There's one that's clearly worse than the other, and it's not being looked at as the worst of the two. It's two non-issues, but if you bring up the one, why the fuck aren't you bothered by the other?
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes down to the fact that Tyson is a successful black man.
Well, so
A successful face tattooed black man. Sorry, go on.
so before this conviction, like almost right before all this shit went down with the rape, this is what most people remember him for: is Tyson versus Holyfield, biting the ear. So
yeah, that main source of knowledge about Mike Tyson. He bit a guy's ear off.
yeah.
Or not the entire ear, just a good chunk of it.
So in 1996, Tyson fought Holyfield for the belt, and Holyfield had like 0% of people said Holyfield was going to win, and they ended up stopping the bout in round 11, and called Holyfield the winner because this wasn't the ear biting thing. It was just a technical knockout. They stopped it in round 11 because I don't know. There's 1,000 reasons. Like maybe Tyson had blood in his eye or some shit like that. But they called it TKO in favor of Holyfield, round 11. And it was very contentious because apparently Holyfield was headbutting throughout the match a couple times, but they were deemed accidental. So they scheduled a rematch. And at the time, it was by far the biggest sporting event going on at the time. I don't know if any of you remember fucking Tyson versus Holyfield round 2, but it was like, you know, one of those pay-per-view things, and it sold more tickets than any boxing match in history up until Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya in 2005. So it held on for like 15 years. 20 years. No, 10 years.
You're drunk.
Not very good at math.
But still, 10 years. Okay. So this rematch was the most ordered pay-per-view event of all time, and it sold more tickets than any boxing match in history until 2005 when Mayweather fought De La Hoya. And I watched this fight. I was at my uncle's house. Robert was there, and my uncle had ordered it on pay-per-view, and we were all sitting around watching Tyson and Holyfield fight. And so I saw Mike Tyson bite off Evander Holyfield's ear while they were fucking, huddled up and struggling. Tyson just fucking went in and grabbed that fucking ear with his teeth and ripped that shit off.
Spit it onto the mat.
Spit it onto the mat.
Yeah, there was a chunk of ear on the ground. I remember watching that live, man. That was nuts.
Quick question though. Which ear was it? Left or right?
It was his.
No? I think it was the left ear, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, it was his left ear because it was on the right side, but he was facing me, so it was the left ear. But immediately, fucking riot. All these people rush the fucking ring, and I mean, there's 200 people inside the ring hitting each other with chairs, fucking punching each other. Security is trying to calm everything down. Fucking people are trying to attack Mike Tyson. Ugh. And luckily, Mike Tyson didn't just go wade into the middle of all of them and start dropping them like flies, but like both fighters were being held back and like pushed out, and just it was crazy. I like for the next half hour just watched people fight. Like a mass of people fighting.
Were they able
And
to
as security started sweeping everybody else out of there and fucking arresting people?
in all
It
that?
was awesome.
Sorry, in all that chaos, was someone able to save the ear before it got trampled on by people coming in?
Yeah. I
Oh
think they
no.
did. No.
No.
I think they offered to reattach it and he refused. He wanted to keep it. He wanted to keep the missing piece of the ear missing. You know. He refused.
Really?
Yeah, he refused to have it.
That's got to be one hell of a story. Yeah, we could do hanging out on your wall. It's like, oh yes, here's my trophies. Here's that time. Here's I won that fight. Oh, and there's my ear.
I think it was a thing like he just always wanted people to remember that Mike Tyson bit his ear off, so he was like, "Nope, don't reattach it."
Yeah,
that was
right.
the
He
biggest
bit
part of
his
it.
ear twice. The first time was when he actually bit off a chunk of his ear and spit it onto the mat, and then they stopped the match and they deducted 2 points from Tyson and the fight resumed. And then he did it again.
Yeah,
He did it again.
but we have to acknowledge that the part of it was that he kept getting headbutted by Evander Holyfield, and the ref wasn't calling it, and he was getting really upset about that. And that's
Well, that's what he says, but that's from the previous match too.
Oh, was
He
it?
says it's retaliation for the headbutting in the previous match.
Yeah, I guess he thought Evander was doing it on purpose. I think it was because of the height difference. Evander had to keep ducking to hit him in the low, to hit him with a body shot. So he kept, hitting him with his head by accident. But it wasn't getting called. So Mike was getting very frustrated about that.
No, you can easily tell the difference between a guy ducking down to hit you and accidentally hitting you with his head and a guy headbutting you.
Yeah, there's a difference between those two, but I it's hard to say without knowing a person's intentions which way it went.
Plus,
it was
in a fight, I mean, like, yes, headbutts can easily be purposeful, but I can easily see two heads coming in contact with each other hard by accident.
Yeah, with all the bobbing and weaving, and then if you got to duck down,
everybody's trying to dodge punches and shit, and then you get close, and all of a sudden your head just crunch. I could easily see that happening.
And like I said, there was a height difference. Evander was a little taller, so he was, he had to duck down to do body shots and stuff like that.
Right, and so he's looking down. His head is forward in the first place. Yeah, but as a fallout, Tyson was deducted $3 million from his $30 million contract. He lost, and he still got $27 million fucking dollars.
So who was that? Was that Evander Holyfield?
Yeah,
Evander Holyfield.
Oh, okay, Holyfield. Sorry, just checking on that.
Somebody's gonna need to spell that for Jimmy because he.
I already found it.
Yeah, he said Holyfield. It is spelled like Holyfield.
Yeah,
but
H-O-L.
He can't spell our.
It doesn't matter. I already found it. Well, I was looking to see. I was looking to find like interviews with the guy afterwards to see like how he was doing. I think this was.
Yeah, you can kind of see it there. It's kind of
like.
Yeah, the ear's a little bit on the fucked up side.
Yeah, it's grown in a bit. It was worse, but it has.
He looks like he's some fucking fantasy fucking thing.
Oh, like an elf.
An elf.
I don't say an elf, but he's black, so
yeah,
like goblin.
Well, I mean, you can be progressive. It's okay, man. It's okay.
Oh wait, a black elf. There we go.
Elf. Yeah.
It's got to be less offensive than goblin.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. There he is taking a chunk. And Evander Holyfield's face like, oh!
It's like, mother.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna fucking hurt to get your ear fucking bitten off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it does.
That's
a better angle. It looks like he's trying to nibble on his ear, like make out with him. Shit.
See, that's the problem with the rape conviction, is that this is totally the type of guy that would rape a chick.
Yeah.
But really, when all you have is an allegation and one chick and one witness saying, yeah, she seemed in shock afterwards. Like, this is the type of guy that everybody leans to, like, yeah, he fucking did it. And you know what? I do too. I don't doubt that he fucking has some fucking problems with that shit. And
like an hour ago you said you thought he was falsely accused.
Well, look, it's always a gray fucking area. But if at any point in time the girl says stop, you fucking stop.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they had already started going and she said stop and he didn't stop,
maybe like we said, it was a bit rough. Like she was asking him to stop because it got rough, and he didn't.
yeah, I could see that happening easily.
But sometimes what happens is a girl will say stop and she doesn't actually want you to stop. So if that's happened to you before and you're in a situation where a girl's saying stop, you're not always going to know to stop and you're in the middle of that.
You got to use your goddamn brain. Like, if one chick said stop and you stopped and she went, no, I didn't mean it. Then maybe
that's why you need like a stupid word. You need to be like banana hammock, chocolate bear, some stupid
if you're gonna do shit like that, you need a fucking safe word. But you can't just go, oh yeah, I had this one chick, and when she said stop, I stopped, and she was like, no, don't stop. So that should translate to the next chick. Like that's retarded. You gotta use your fucking brain in situations.
Well, look, there is a case where people will say the words, but they won't have the same tone. Like what if you're just like like kissing the girl's neck and fiddling with her ear? She's like, "Oh no, stop!" You really take that as a?
I mean, it depends on how she was saying stop, I guess, right?
Exactly. Well, that's sort of the point. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm inside a chick and she says stop, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, me too.
You know.
But like, what if she's like stop?
Well, yeah, you have to read the situation.
I can't
that's
picture
what I'm saying, right?
fucking a chick and her being able to just go stop.
Because usually, if a girl wants you to stop, she'll start getting really stiff and try to push you off as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or she'll try to like struggle.
Yeah, well, obviously, there's the body language aspect, but I'm just saying, play it on the fucking safe side. If she says stop, stop.
I'm just saying.
And then
this is like the strongest guy in the fucking world.
Okay. Also,
like holding her down in any way already. If she, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can understand the whole. Maybe she mistook rape as just her being intimidated type angle, right? But it's.
What I'm saying,
I feel like it was
like. With his strength, she could struggle a bit, and he doesn't even like realize it.
Oh yeah, well that's fair. Yeah,
like if she's trying to put a lot of effort into it, but to him it just feels like her wiggling or something.
I'm just saying,
if that fucking strong, I would never ever get that like that. But this dude is that fucking strong.
There's still the whole aspect where you can just say stop, right? And either that happened or it didn't happen, and that kind of if it was at the start a consensual thing, it kind of shows who the blame is on here, right?
Right.
I'm just saying,
there's a reason why in movies every time they show rape, it's a girl getting hit and screaming at the top of her lungs not to do it. Mm-hmm. If you in real life, when you have an actual rape case, that's like 1%.
The more you and the more angry.
Like
do you have thoughts on this?
I'm pulling that number out of my ass, obviously.
Yeah, you were saying things about the whole being pinned down and screaming thing, and the thought was looking pissed. Do you have thoughts on this?
I wasn't listening. What?
Yeah.
It's a little hard to.
Yeah, I'm wondering, do you think that most rapes that occur are like full on drag out, like assault someone, pin them down, and rape them? Or are most rapes that occur like two people that know each other that get into a situation and then one of them like tries to pull out and not pull out, but like pull out of the situation or slow down the situation, but it's gotten kind of past the point where logical thinking has.
My assumption when it comes to rape is that it's usually someone who's close to you. I'm sure there are violent cases. I can't say for sure because I've never looked into it, and I don't think there's actually any legitimate stats out there about this, but it's easier to do that to somebody who you can emotionally manipulate and put in that situation.
Right.
Just seems to make the most
most
sense.
rapes happen to people you know. It's
Yeah.
not like some random dude jumping out of the bushes and holding you down and fucking you and then running away.
No, because I feel like that would be way more. I feel like that would be more difficult, especially in that particular scenario.
Right.
In a lot of cases, also, I'm sure that there's a lot, like you said, the rapist would know the person, would know, like, let's say, the woman, and chances are, I mean, because like some women like to be a little bit on the promiscuous side, a little bit on the flirty side. Well, unfortunately, you know, for some guys, they have to interpret your actions and what is the meaning behind those actions, and so they think you're trying to string them along. And really, like, some women are a little too, let's say, overly flirty when they need to, like, you know, reel it back and not be so. Let's say.
So, first of all, I have to disagree with you there. One, I'm very flirty, and I like flirty women.
Mhm.
And if a woman's flirty, that doesn't mean
dude.
anything
There's
past
no
flirting.
F in
I'm
that
sorry.
word.
Flirting.
No F in that word.
I'm using it because he fucking used it, all right? When you're flirting with a chick and she, like, shuts you down, you back off. That's the fucking point. But if you're flirting with a chick and you get a vibe and she flirts back with you, that is a signal to pursue a little harder, to flirt harder, and to try harder.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't mean you're in yet. It just means you have to try harder to get in.
Right. But,
flirting is an art form.
But if it's just in the flirting stage, like, here's how you get it past the flirting stage. You throw a fucking, like, hand on a shoulder or a leg, or I mean something subtle like that to see her reaction and to see if it'll go further than that. If
I
it's
like touch.
I like touch. That's. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No,
you're
you're right.
flirting with a girl.
No.
Flirting back a little bit. You give a light touch. If she pulls back from the touch, you stick to flirting.
Yeah.
If she accepts the light touch, you start going in.
You may need to preface that there, Mark, because. Go on.
Go ahead.
I'm not talking about grabbing her by the pussy, bro.
Yeah, obviously.
No, dude.
I mean, I think we all understand what a light touch means, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what I'm saying is, if I give her the light touch and she pulls away, yeah, I'm not gonna go further, but I'm also not gonna continue flirting. I'm done at that point.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, like, sorry, as a professional flirter,
I just mean I'm moving on to a different chick at that point.
There's still a difference.
I thought we were gonna go to that point.
Flirting with a chick you're not trying to get with, and flirting with a chick you're trying to get with. There is a difference.
I flirt with I flirted with you, Mark. I know flirting with people you don't want to get with.
I mean, that's the case.
If I'm flirting with a girl, I'm flirting with
real.
Mark, I'm after your mother. How the fuck am I gonna fuck you and your mom at the same time?
Schmeckle, I would pretend it on your mom too.
Good idea.
Oh my god.
Me, you, and your mom at the same time. And Rob. Do you have any sisters?
I have two. You'll love them.
Are they both over 18?
Yeah, they're both
this is
older.
Very, very weird.
And
this is
rated too.
Schmeckle wants to get with my mom, and but Schmeckle wants to get with everyone's mom.
Hey,
sorry.
Amy, what's your
Schmeckle's number one pick is Betty White.
Does she look like older you?
Yeah, Amy's mom is hot, actually.
Yeah, my mom is pretty hot.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Right. So she doesn't live up to Schmeckle's standards. You got to be kind of raggedy.
In my oh yeah, well, she doesn't have to be raggedy. She's just got to be over 80.
Oh, shit. I guess my mom's too young. She's a little over 70.
I'll settle for somebody over 70, but it will be settling, and I'll make it clear to her.
As long as you like old Peruvian ladies, I guess it works.
Any of you have a friend?
She's so cute, though.
Yeah, my mom's adorable.
She's so cute.
Hey, Amy, did a lot of your guy friends in high school want to bang your mom?
They thought she was my sister.
Yeah, that was like that when me too. All my friends always were like, "Dude, your mom's hot."
We had a girl we all hung out with in high school, and her mom was hella fine and kind of a slut, like dressed slutty and shit. And we always talked about hooking up with her mom. And I'm pretty sure somebody actually did. Like one of like that's where the intrigue came from. Like there was a story of one of the kids actually hooking up with this
like
chick.
Stacy's mom. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Yeah.
There's something much more important than any of this shit. The bitching witch says she has a sister who's younger than her and an ex-stripper. The bitching witch, is she younger than 30, older than 18, and
what do we got to do to get her back into stripping?
Also, yeah, is she still willing to do all the stripper shit?
Oh my god.
Schmeckle, how did my funny comment, you took that and turned it really creepy?
I meant to make it really creepy. I'm hitting on the youngest.
Mark, fucking look at him, okay?
Believe it or not, I'm a fairly successful person with a now ex-wife.
I'm sure you are, Schmeckle.
Now ex-wife.
I know you got your opinions, Schmeckle. I've been around him for a while, and I mean, like, he's kind of a dick, but he's not like
I'm sure you have, Mark. That's cool.
I'm just letting you know, you can have your own opinions of him. But occasionally, I'll vouch for him.
Hey, quick question there. Hey, Schmeckle.
For me, it makes me worse.
Hey, Schmeckle, can we get an update? How are you doing on trying to hook it up with that dwarf?
Wait,
I haven't actually made any progress. I have been looking into. They actually have fucking midget conventions. Did you know that?
Yeah.
What?
In my state, we have a midget.
They have things where a bunch of fucking little people meet up.
Yeah.
And I'm really seriously considering going to one to see if I can, you know.
We used to have a midget village by us, and me and my friends.
I was going to say, I heard about this shit.
Yeah,
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a town with a whole shit ton of fucking midgets?
Yeah, the whole place is built small. Like, it's all little houses with short doors and shit. They're gone now.
I'm honestly thinking I might travel out to one of these things, because where the fuck else am I going to organically meet a midget, right? You know, run into a whole lot of midgets in person, and most of the midgets you run into are
hair white and wear a wizard's hat.
Go to a midget wrestling event. You might find them there.
Well, for a while, I considered like walking around with my knees in my shoes. But then I figured I'd just be like the big person that the midget gets.
Yeah, exactly. Go as Gandalf, not as a hobbit, bro.
Yeah,
Wear a wizard's hat, dye your hair white, walk in there, shoot some fireworks and some fucking midgets, and ask to sleep in 2 of their beds.
2 of their beds.
Well, apparently there's a they don't call them midgets here. In my province,
are they called little people?
Yeah, little people of Alberta.
You're who's in Alberta?
Got an Albertan.
Yep.
Jimmy.
Oh, you're in Alberta?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I'm.
All these people are
Jimmy. So is Amy. Amy's in
No, she's
Alberta.
not.
Jimmy.
No, I'm in BC.
She's in the next town, but
she's
that's only a province away, right?
Down there.
Yeah,
that's way further away. Yeah, I'm out.
Jimmy, unfortunately, you've said like most people in either direction are probably related to you, so there's a good chance she's like your third cousin. So yeah, you're gonna have to.
I'm looking at both of them, and there's no way they share genetics.
Yeah,
no.
She's a bit on the exotic side. I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. The beard hair kind of matches her head.
I've seen what your mother looks like. You're a little on the exotic side too.
Oh.
You have not seen what my mother looks like. I've shown you nothing of her. She wants nothing to do with you, by the way.
Jimmy.
My mother wants nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. She doesn't care what you have to say. She's heard me talk on these streams.
That's what everybody has said about their mother, and you know what's going on there.
Schmeckle's the Donald Trump of YouTube. He gets nothing but a bad rap.
I had nothing but a bad rap and old ladies.
Except the difference is deserved with Schmeckle.
Schmeckle's face when he said that was priceless. Oh man.
Yeah, Amy, like 3 weeks ago or something, my mom came home from her date night and walked past the truck. And so everybody got to meet my mom.
Oh shit.
You live with your mom?
At the moment.
My
Temporarily.
mom's awesome. I have no problem joining the camera.
He's living with his mom, but it's only because he's been so successful that he's moving somewhere else and he's in a transitory period.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a rich man soon, and then he's gonna I don't know that he's gonna be looking to hire some hoes. You want to, Mark? Have you ever thought of
Schmeckle, I think you've misunderstood. I do just fine. I'm living with my mom because my rent was up and I'm moving to Florida soon, and I can't sign a lease for like 2 months. So I'm living with my mom for a couple weeks.
I thought it was the other way. I thought you had had a good business opportunity. You were moving to Florida.
Well,
but yeah,
I do roofs and construction and shit, and Florida, like there's.
Oh yeah, I lived in Florida.
Going down to Panama Beach.
Yeah, I lived
because of all the hurricane shit.
Yeah, I lived in Miami for a year, and it was construction everywhere. There's like nowhere you could go without seeing some construction going on.
Well, then
or I could stay there and sit on my ass. So I'd rather go to Florida and actually work and make some money. And
that makes sense. You don't want to.
It's so cold here right now. I'm like, fuck this shit, dude. I want to be on a beach. Amy, there's a spare bedroom. You want to come to Florida?
No.
Why would you say it like that? You're up in Canada.
Yeah, I like the winter. You know what? I would rather be in Canada than hang out with you.
She likes the winter. She's a vapor, and she doesn't think Mark is cute.
Wait, hold on, wait.
I thought I liked this.
Wait. Weed is also legal here, and I can order it online from the government now. So unless you got to deal that again.
Yeah, but Florida has.
Amy, I just ordered weed for the first time from the government. It should be coming any day because of the fucking.
Wait, you're in Canada too, Schmeckle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
She couldn't fucking tell. My accent is not that noticeable.
No, I'm very bad at accents.
So,
but I'm in Ontario. I'm close to Toronto.
Gotcha.
Amy, you live in BC. That place is so famous for weed. I used to smoke weed.
One fucking second, Mark. Give me a moment. And yes, you used to smoke BC bud. We all did.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Of course, we all did.
But have you got any of the government shit yet?
Oh yeah.
The first day she ordered it.
Yeah.
I haven't had my order come in yet, but I ordered just a quarter to start, and it was cheaper than I'd get from a dealer, even with the fucking shipping.
Really?
Wow.
You poor thing,
it was only like 70 less. It was 69.30.
Yeah. For some reason, Schmeckle thought that legalizing weed would raise the price.
No, yeah.
Some of it's expensive. It's expensive per gram.
Yeah, you don't get the same type of bulk discounts.
Talking about weed.
Well, just Trudeau.
Well, 1 second. Jimmy, 1 second. The quality, Amy. It's fucking good, is it not?
I love that I can choose between a sativa, a hybrid, or an indica. And there's so many different strains that they have, which is amazing. So the more options, the better. And I think for my first gram, I got, what did I get? It was like orange tangerine dream. It was a sativa that I got. And it's wrapped all nice in the box, and it has that like sticky cover on it so that you can seal it back up and keep it in there. And you know, on the cigarette pack, it has that little sticker that says, what does it say on it? Tobacco BC or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like a really cool sticker on it with the sparkly stuff on it that says cannabis. Like, it's so crazy that weed is legal here, but it's awesome.
You know what I'm surprised hasn't come around yet? That we used to talk about all the time is how has some tobacco company not jumped in on this and started making pre-rolled joints in packs like cigarettes.
That'll happen soon,
Yeah, that'll
but
happen eventually.
it's going to be a lot less similar to tobacco, more similar to alcohol. It's going to be government regulated.
Yeah,
Well, that, and they already have like the buyers, because there's already people out there buying tobacco all the time. They're not worried about any of this kind of stuff because they still make more money than any of the marijuana. That's because marijuana is just starting out.
Yeah.
Background chick, how you doing? You haven't said anything yet.
Yeah,
I've been trying to freaking interject, but God knows I can't.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's-
Schmeckle.
that's-
It's not you
sorry,
guys.
we were busy speaking to the one with the boobs.
Yeah.
No, you weren't. You were talking. You guys were having a sausage fest.
Yeah. I noticed Schmeckle and Mark just talk over each other. Like,
It's
I was gonna
ridiculous.
say,
Schmeckle just interrupts me all the time.
do y'all have edibles out there yet, or no?
yeah. Got to.
We can buy
Edibles don't
edibles
give me
from our. We can buy edibles from our legal weed places.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just give Failure a call. He'll send me some gummy bears.
Yeah. That might be specific to Ontario though, because I know the place I buy from is like, I forget what it's called, but it's Ontario something.
You didn't order it from the, what was it? Cannabis online. Oh, God damn it. I forgot what the fuck it's called.
Cannabis.
Yeah, I forget what it was called. It's
That's actually cute.
it's
Cannabis.
Yeah, cannabis.com.
Cannabis.
It should be.
it was one of the places that was selling legal weed when it was just like medicinal shit.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, my governor wants to legalize
Ontario Cannabis Clinic or something like that.
I think my state might be next to legalize. Our governor's been pushing it hard. So.
In my particular province, like we here in Canada, we have the biggest not Edmonton, Alberta. We have the biggest marijuana manufacturing grow operation in the world. That's how much Justin Trudeau's invested into this market scheme. I call it a scheme because his logic is because he wants to get rid of oil, wants us to stop relying on oil, and Alberta's oil. It's an oil economy province, that kind of stuff. It's not really gonna work because people still need oil to drive and operate stuff and power their houses and everything. So his logic is flawed, but he thinks that's what's going to happen, and because he's already cut back on jobs and funding and all that other kind of stuff, so he thinks we're going to get our money from marijuana.
I got a quick question. How are you guys going to still be streaming for a while?
We're going to be finishing this up in like half an hour. Then we got another one going at 11.
All right, because I got to run to the store real quick, so I'll be back probably like 10-15 minutes.
Cool.
You're leaving me with these fucking.
Yeah, sorry, Amy, I'm leaving you with these monsters, but
All right.
It's okay, Amy. I'm here with you.
yeah, there you go.
To be fair, I'm not a monster. I just
I'm joking.
Yeah, that's what a monster would say.
Don't worry.
Got you there, Schmeckle.
All right, I'll be back.
Only
Okay.
2 of us are able to get to her. Okay, you're okay. I'm not.
Nobody knows where I am.
Well,
Amy, I'm actually like, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. Like,
Yeah.
in spite of Schmeckle, that makes me feel
Fuck Schmeckle, man.
He didn't know who I was before she got in here.
I
Yeah,
know
but
who
the
you were
moment
because
you found out-
I remember you. Okay,
Did you
because
see
we.
her reaction when she found out? She was like, "You're Schmeckle." That was great.
I've been
But
many
Amy's
people.
my online waifu. She doesn't know it yet, but
Oh shit.
Mark, slow down on the Jameson.
oh no. What do you mean slow? Like, I've been taking it slow with Amy. Trust me.
Okay, as long as
Gross.
This doesn't come out of nowhere. But I'm also just waiting in line because there's like 10 million other dudes that are trying to get with her.
No.
So
million.
I'm just
Amy. You should be monetizing this shit. 10 million
I
people.
told her, dude.
You
Okay,
the ultimate whore.
look, every now and then Amy puts up a YouTube video of her in black lights and little boy shorts just doing a hula hoop, right?
Girl,
Under
what?
the, how many little sparkles do you see?
How many what?
Oh, what?
Say that
Hey,
again,
You
Schmeckle.
said there were black lights. I was wondering how much little sparkles you could see.
I have like LEDs in my house. That's what
Yeah.
it is. So I turn off all the lights and then I have the LEDs on.
She's got
And
the
then I
shit set
dance.
up. And she dances and she hula hoops, all right? I told
So-
her she could go on my free cams and
She
never
hula
and
hoop.
just do that. And
Yeah.
never get naked. And she would, like, it's ridiculous how much money she would make off it.
Well, you know,
Okay,
you
instead of giving her stupid, obviously dumb ideas that will make no money for her like that, Mark,
Actually,
you should
actually-
suggest that she join the what do we call ourselves now? The brown girl tit stream Snapchat.
It looks like you're trying to look down her shirt online.
I was. That's exactly.
You are
what I
a
was
horrible.
thinking.
How can you?
No,
You
it
can't
really
even get
did. It
mad at
looked
that.
like
I'm
you're
wearing
trying
a
to look
V-neck
down her
shirt. I know. I'm wearing a V-neck shirt. What do you think is gonna
He's
happen?
gonna back me on this.
No, I'm not gonna attack you.
It was showing that obviously I was gonna. Yeah, I'm still looking.
No, I'm just giving him shit to give him shit.
Oh,
No, for real though, I was one of those girls back in the day, back in the old days of webcamming, that never got nude, and I was like the most fucking popular way back when. So, oh yeah, you definitely could, because well, you're good looking, and you got.
She looks
got
like the chick.
cleavage.
She looks like the chick from the Addams Family, except with all the dumb pale shit.
the chick from the Adams. Are you talking about Wednesday or Morticia?
Wednesday.
Obviously, the adult
Either
one.
one
Oh,
turns me
Morticia.
on.
What a weirdo. He's so weird, Mark. Where did you find this fucking freak?
He
You're a
found
big, titty, long, black-haired chick with thick black eye makeup.
Does it look like I'm wearing thick black eye makeup, Schmeckle? You fucking idiot.
That's
Yeah.
called mascara, Schmeckle. I think you're
Hey,
a
it's
little blurry.
mascara, not eye makeup.
Look, he
just
phrased it weird, but I can see the lighter skinned girl with the dark hair and the dark clothes. I can see the comparison. He phrased
Right?
it weird, but I do see the comparison to Wednesday
She
Adams.
looks like the
Really?
adult-
Hair and pigtails
No,
like
right.
fucking
Hey,
women.
Adams, the adult one, Morticia Adams.
Okay, but what generation?
I
Are
don't
we
know which
talking like?
Adams
Adam,
Family I
like Adam's Family movie, the movie.
Oh, okay.
And
Like,
but
Probably.
it's
I don't know.
weird because she is. I mean, she's literally hotter than Angelica Houston and fucking what's her name that played Wednesday Adams.
You know she's not going to
Christina
fuck
Ricci.
you, right?
That's the
She's
only
hotter
one.
than both of those chicks put together.
She might fuck. She might fuck Mark. Have you seen what Mark looks like?
He has his camera on. I can't not look at him.
Have you seen the
He's like
eyes?
if Rob.
It's. I mean, it's all about the eyes.
It's the blue. Yeah, the blue eyes
Aw.
are nice.
Hi, Amy.
See, Jimmy,
That little smirk of a smile is cute, though. I'll give you that.
Gay.
Hmm.
It's
I'm a
only
nice
gay if
bitch.
we don't include a lady in it.
Pardon?
It's only gay if we don't include a lady in it. Me and Mark will find a way to fuck that won't be gay. At worst, it'll be bisexual.
Excuse me for one moment. I just need to have a tinkle.
She's gonna go have a coffee break. Don't worry.
The only way. Excuse me. The
Breathing
only
is
way
optimal.
I would be bisexual was if Amy had a dick.
That's hot.
All right, now we've actually rolled up on the half hour, and I had to piss like half an hour ago. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna leave background chicken judge.
Why do you leave me in charge like ever? Holy shit. I'm the worst one to leave in charge.
Okay, I'm waiting for your cue. What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know.
What do I do?
Am I the only one who's like drinking tonight and not getting high?
Okay, so yeah, I'm drinking and getting high. So you're probably the only one drinking and not getting high.
I guess so.
I
Holy
filled
shit.
this entire pint of Jameson, and I'm on my 5th beer.
See, I am ready for tonight. I got wine. I have Bailey's chocolate cherry, which I had never heard of before, but it sounds fucking delicious, and it is. And then
You
I
need to stop
also
drinking liquor made from fruit.
I don't care. And then I also have where'd it go? Oh yeah, pina colada.
That I mean, I could drink like everything you said. I could drink one of those, and then I'd have to go to actual liquor because I mean, you put a ton of sugar in my alcohol. Oh God, can't even.
I'm going to Mexico at the end of the month, and I thought, oh, while I'm there, I'm just gonna get drunk. Why not? And then I found out that they dilute most of their liquor. I'm like, well, fuck this.
Yes and no. Where are you going?
The touristy area.
Oh yeah.
It's the only place that's going to really be safe logically because everywhere else is probably. Well, I mean, with the socialist government and all that.
I mean, like safety is relative,
right?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Tijuana used to be okay and strong drinks. I can attest to that. No longer. I don't know how safe it is anymore.
No, Tijuana actually. Tijuana is still not bad. I haven't been there in like ever actually, but I have a really good friend that lives in San Francisco and like spends half of his time in fucking Tijuana. And
nice.
he's not like he does a lot of fucking business between the border, like legitimate business. I'm not talking about like or shit like that. Like there's like actual legitimate fucking like construction business and shit.
Oh, nice.
And so I mean, he says
illegals? No, I'm
just
joking.
fine. Like if you're, yeah, but of course he would say that he like people know him around there. I can't like imagine a Midwest family like vacationing there. I can easily see one of the kids wandering off and doing something dumb.
Schmeckle, Schmeckle,
what's down this dark alley?
Hey, Schmeckle, have you ever been to Mexico?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Why not?
I've only been to 2 countries. Mine and the rest of yours.
That's actually fairly common from what I've heard with most Canadians I talk to, like my friends and stuff like yeah. Most of them never travel. They never go. They never leave the country. It's so weird. And but everyone else
I've been to the States maybe 3 times.
I've only ever been to the States once. And that was on a day trip to Disneyland, which sucked because
I've been in a lot of places in this country, but I've never been outside of this country. I've been to the border, the southern border, in a couple places, but I've never been to the northern border. But I don't know, like you guys are from Canada, so this might be a stereotype, but I'm a huge skier. I don't know about you guys. But
I don't do snow things.
Same. Really? And I live in Colorado.
I'm from New Mexico though, where we have mountains and like ski basins and like places to go ski. Right now I'm in Kansas, and literally, Kansas is flatter than a pancake. So
yes, it is.
There's not really many places to go skiing around here. There's a couple places in Missouri, but they're hills. Like, I mean, I'm from
then come to Colorado.
I'll go fucking like hiking or some shit like that. In the summer, I'm more than willing to go through the interesting parts of the world. In the winter, I prefer my home.
Same though.
Hey, Amy,
are you in Colorado? Because fucking, I love Colorado. I've been to almost every ski resort in Colorado. Mary Jane, baby.
So
I am that horrible Coloradan that doesn't touch the slopes and never has and never plans on it.
Oh, why
Yeah.
even live there? Why
Because
uh,
we ran away from Texas. That's why.
Oh, but Texas is baller now. I live in Texas, and I'm from New Mexico.
No, South Texas, like south of San Antonio, Texas. No,
Like El Paso, I've been there.
No, north of El Paso.
There is no north of El Paso. It's on the fucking border.
Or wait, no, that's no. So El Paso is further west.
Anyways, she's talking
Anyways.
like north a different direction.
Like if you start,
like
from
north
El Paso,
something.
if you start going east, you start getting to the Gulf. El Paso is in that southern part of Texas that sticks down towards Mexico.
Oh,
you
no,
start going,
I mean north
you
in
get to the Gulf
Texas.
and it starts curving around to like Louisiana, Missouri, and all that, or Mississippi and all that shit.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. No, we left Texas because it's a piece of shit, and well, it was back in the 80s.
There it is.
And so Colorado is a lot nicer, but now it's turning into mini wannabe California. So I'm considering Wyoming, where who you are, the kind of person you are, matters more than what somebody could say on the internet about you.
I think that's most places in the world where
move to Kansas,
situation.
Missouri, or Nebraska, where you get the attitude of Wyoming without all the, poverty and ruralness.
Ooh, no. If I make what I am making now in Wyoming, I would be...
What is that, like $50 a BJ or 40?
Oh, a hell of a lot more than that per BJ, bitch.
Okay. I was just
if you're gonna say a hell of a lot more, I feel like you need to give a number.
Shit, no. No. Oh, I ain't giving you my number. Are you fucking kidding me? Hell no.
Well, I don't want your phone number. I just want that. Like, what does a BJ cost?
He wants a price for a BJ.
$500 unless I'm dating you, and that's for 1 minute.
And how much if you?
How much to date you for a minute? I'm just kidding. $500,
bitch.
All right, Amy, can you?
I thought there'd be a deal like fucking $350 for a minute of dating.
I wouldn't join you no matter how much you paid me, Schmeckle.
Oh, I'm not asking for a blowjob from me. It was Mark who had the initial question.
And why did you just say? Oh, what? Well, you know what happens when you guys have no conversational etiquette and you talk over each other like retards. It's really hard to have a conversation and understand when someone's asking you a question. So just keep that in mind.
I mean, I'll keep it in mind, but the rest of us seem to understand. So, hey, maybe
did you guys hear the question?
There's a particular person who's slow.
I did not hear him.
Thank you.
Mark seemed to. Although, actually, yeah, I guess if me and Mark are talking over each other, me and Mark can hear each other. The rest of you can't.
Ding ding.
But the question there, you seem to pick up on it because you answered it.
Okay, then why'd you say that wasn't the fucking question?
Ding ding.
That was directed at Sestra, not at you.
Didn't she answer the question though?
Yep.
All right, maybe I'm misremembering this. Hey, it might be me that's retarded here.
Drink more.
I'm never not willing to admit that I'm the retarded one.
Well, you'll always admit you're the drunk one, which will also be the problem.
Are they not similar?
With you, it can be.
Yeah, you've heard what Tommy sounds like. Tommy's a smart guy. Hey, Schmeckle ain't. Back to the point there.
We're way off the topic of Mike Tyson. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, we are very much off Mike Tyson. I did also mean to at some point during this cover George Foreman.
Oh gosh.
So, Amy, I have a question for you.
What? What?
You know, George Foreman has 5 kids. Do you know what their names are?
No.
Why would I?
They're fucking George.
What? Every single one?
He has multiple kids named after him.
So is it like
He
George
has-
the first, George the second, George?
No, because they're all with different mothers, and some of them are different genders.
Oh God.
Yeah, and like he has 3 daughters, and they're named Georgia, Georgina, and
I'm pretty sure there was actually a Georgette.
Georgette. Fucking Georgette.
Oh my gosh.
He has 5
that
kids.
is-
At least 5 legitimate kids he admits to. But all their names are George.
Well-
That all of their names are some variation of the word, the name George.
That's a great story, guys.
I thought it was funny as fuck. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
I mean, celebrities are weird. They do weird things. They generally
right,
tend to be
Southwest?
eccentric
What the fuck is
people.
that?
Oh no, it's just keeping with the topic of boxers who have obviously been brain damaged, right? I don't think Mike Tyson would have been biting a guy's ear off if he hadn't taken a few too many blows to the head. And I don't think George Foreman would have a bunch of George kids if he hadn't been hit too many times. You know.
Like,
Well-
I'm sorry. I don't think you get into the career of fighting without being willing to hurt somebody like that.
He'll never forget
Well,
their
no,
names.
certainly. I mean, you definitely know that there's a chance you're gonna fuck somebody up or you're gonna get fucked up.
Right.
But I still feel like it ain't fair on the kids that they're all named George.
Oh,
Oh
it's
yeah, 4 kids.
but it's perfect, dude. He will never forget their names, and he'll
He
never
will though,
like.
because they're all
Which one are you?
variations
Oh, yeah,
of
George.
George. There's George. Are you Georgina or are you Georgette? You know, it makes it more confusing, not less.
No. There's
People
no-
confuse me and Jimmy because we're called Schmeckle and Semaj. If we were called Schmeckle and Jimmy, nobody would confuse us.
Yes. The ape. Which one? Me or Semaj? The Canadian. Which one? Me or Semaj? The one with talent. Oh, him.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, to be fair, he's not saying anything I ain't never said. Jimmy's
Semaj.
the one with talent.
Half my point is, Semaj, you don't fight. You're not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. But like, can you imagine a situation where you would bite someone's ear off?
I imagine it's the same situation I feel like with Muhammad Ali, only if you're losing.
All right, everybody, shut the fuck up for a minute and let the pretty girl say that she's leaving.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, it was good to have you here.
Amy, I know.
Even though I
dude,
barely
thank you
got to
for
talk
putting
to
up with this. Amy, thank you for putting up with this.
Oh my
I
god,
appreciate
you're welcome. I just next time if I come, I just want you guys to I want to be able to hear your questions because I couldn't. And then I feel retarded because I can't answer them adequately.
And next time I will
That's
invite
your
you to a
fucking
stream.
fault, Schmeckle!
I know it is, but next time I'll invite you to a stream that ain't Cringe of Yesteryear. I'll invite you to one of the more
I won't
structured
come back
ones.
until I have a wrench next time.
Amy, if you join in an hour and 15 minutes, I will give you a goddamn motherfucking wrench.
Didn't you say
Schmeckle.
11?
Schmeckle.
We're 11, right? What time is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, you're in
11
Eastern.
EST, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha. All right. Bye,
Schmeckle.
chat. Bye.
Take care.
Thanks for coming, Amy. And
God,
Schmeckle,
she's pretty. I dislike her, but she's pretty, and that
I
makes me
know you
like her.
dislike her, but for the
But
reason
they even out.
I like her. But
Well, no, I'm not gonna lie. I do like a chick who will call me on my shit. Sestra, you won't do
during-
because I know
during
you
the
got
2 hours
a
of
you got a
Excuse
boyfriend and all
me?
that shit. That's
I
the
won't
reason.
call you out. What the
No,
fuck did
I-
I do earlier this
No,
week? Wes?
I was saying, Sestra, you won't do. You do call me out. But yeah, you won't do for that fucking thing because I know you got a boyfriend who's bigger than me, and that's the only reason. That's the only reason we're all gonna maintain that. That's the only reason.
Sure. Sure.
Good enough.
We'll say that.
See, that's the best type of comment because it can be taken on either side.
Sit. Oh my god.
But yeah, we're gonna go a little longer because there are a couple more questions I have about a couple more things. Mike Tyson, bit off the ear. I want to go back to him for a moment. He bit off the ear and all that shit. He's done movies. He's done cartoons. I haven't caught any fucking reference to the ear biting thing. Has he at least made like some type of playful reference to, hey, I once bit off a guy's ear?
You know what? I can't remember offhand.
Because I feel like if you're going to go into acting and shit after that, there should be some type of, hey, one time I did that, haha, it's a funny thing now, right?
Well, I would bring it up all the time if I was Mike Tyson, because the alternative is like, hey, remember that time I raped that bitch?
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, also that, hey, I bit off a guy's ear and don't remember that other thing.
Right?
I feel like there's some logic behind that. Jesus Christ, that light's bright.
All right, I'm back.
But
Alfie, we missed you. We were talking a whole bunch about you, how good your channel is.
You liar.
Well, we're actually nominating you for awards right now, man. Well, we're reaching out to actual TV stations to host your show. Right. I've never actually seen your shit.
No, yeah, I was listening on my phone too, so I know.
All right, so
I think she's
just to let everybody know, since he's come out of jail, he's done a lot of charity work and shit like that. That I would imagine is part of the reason that people have like accepted him again.
No, you know, you can do as much charity shit as you want, but I feel like you can't really erase the shit you've done, right? Well, if he's actually a fucking rapist, dude's a piece of shit.
I mean, if you could say the wrong word on Twitter and lose your job. I mean,
faggot.
This happened in a time before people were crazy.
Oh,
never.
The 90s.
And people were so judgmental. Like, okay, everybody's getting on like Warski for this Boober Lee shit, and it's like,
oh, what's the Boober Lee shit? I haven't been paying attention to the recent. We got like 10 minutes to 40 minutes. So let's talk about some fucking Warski. Fuck it.
Look, my only.
But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be very open about this. I still want to participate in the conversation, but I also want to smoke. So I'm turning my headphones off for a minute, and you can put up with a fucking echo if there's any.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
Shit.
My only point is that we're all fucking human, and we all do shit. We all do shit. All of us. And the more people put their shit online, the like I put myself online. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody. Like, I go by my real name. I won't give you my address, but I'll tell you I live in Kansas. I don't give a shit because I have nothing to lose. I work for myself. I fucking don't have a boss to fire me or anything like that. Plus, I don't say all sorts of crazy shit. I mean, I make a lot of jokes and shit, but I'm also a nobody online. But with the right tweet or the right fucking sentence out of my mouth in any live stream, that could change.
That's my problem.
A lot of people could know me.
That's my problem with a lot of these drama channels. It seems like when there's not enough drama for them, they start looking to stir shit up and looking into people and trying to catch them and stuff. It's really
pretty much.
Yeah, it's like they're out for blood. It's bullshit. Like, fuck that.
Right. But half my point is everybody's looking to fuck everybody else over.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And
I would
like-
never do that. I'm a better person than those people.
Good.
but you're not,
Everybody.
but you're not. That's the fucking point. You're
That-
not
that-
better. You're
I
just
know.
bad
I'm not
in some other
disagreeing with you. I'm worse than most of them.
But is the point you're trying to make that you try to be better?
No, I
why
was
not?
entirely
my
sarcastic.
point is we all do shit that we don't like. We all do shit that goes against our fundamental principles. We all lie.
Yeah.
We all fucking judge other people. Every single one of us. And we used to nobody knows Mike Tyson for this fucking rape charge. Not even an allegation. Like, do you think that if somebody tomorrow got all upset that hey, and started tweeting Comedy Central that Mike Tyson is a rapist and went to jail for it, tomorrow his show wouldn't be canceled and he'd have no fucking future?
Actually, I
the
think that
arbitrariness of it pisses
enough
me off
people
to no
started
end.
doing it. I think that would happen if enough people started doing it. A lot of the networks and shit like that,
I mean,
they rely on public pressure right
all
now.
it takes was one tweet from some other celebrity that people follow. Oh, if Alyssa Milano made a fucking tweet about Mike Tyson's rape thing, his career would be over tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Alyssa Milano. I think even the networks are starting to take her a little bit less seriously. She's
not think that fucking mob would immediately form and fucking he would be out of a job tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's Alyssa Milano's following. There's enough fucking people that they'd be like, yeah, this is a fucking problem. Let's avoid this problem.
Exactly. Nobody remembers forgiveness. That's what
Nobody remembers that people change every 5 to 10 years.
I'm sorry. I can't see a whole lot of forgiveness for something like rape, to be honest.
No, I'm sorry.
If it's
part
an
of the
actual fucking rape.
That's part of the problem. Is we've lost forgiveness, Schmeckle.
I can see forgiveness.
We should be able to forgive the most heinous shit if someone is truly repentant and feels bad about what they did and truly wants to change and does change.
The way I look at it, we shouldn't take that risk on people.
Do you think? Hold on, Schmeckle. Do you think that there's anybody in this entire world? Imagine that your friend gets charged with rape. Your best fucking friend. Not they would, but just imagine it. And your best friend. Okay, hold on. Let's just say best friend. And will you wait a second?
Yeah, let her talk.
Best friend, somebody you know and love, and I'm just using best friend as an example, could be anybody in your life that you really love and care for, and you think you know very well. They've been charged with rape. Okay, do you think that there is no point in their life thereafter that they should not have friends and family who love them and care for them and are willing to still give them a chance in some way or another?
The way I see it is that if somebody does no matter how much I love them, I'm talking honestly, my fucking mother, my sisters, my fucking daughter. If they do something sufficiently shitty and they can't rationalize it.
Oh, everybody rationalizes it.
But there's no way to rationalize rape.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Are you kidding me? That's one of the most rationalized fucking crimes there is.
Hey, it's one of the things that people try to rationalize the most. And keep in mind, I do mean actual rape.
Okay.
Well, you're talking about the jump out of bushes, assaulting someone and fucking.
No, I'm talking
or the sneaking in your nephew's bedroom while he's sick. sex type of
I'm
rape.
talking forcing somebody to have sex when they don't want that sex.
So here we go. I had 2 friends, and one raped the other, and I did not put it past him whatsoever. It took me about a year to sit there and figure out that if he were somebody that I actually gave a fuck about, that I still believe that he should still have friends and family that care enough about him, that want him to have a job, that would still love him, be friends with him, even after doing that. And here's why. How he rationalized it, and it took me a year to realize this, is he was so fucked up in and of himself, how he thought of himself. He did not want to lose this girl at all whatsoever. When it started going south, he literally had a gun, said that he was going to kill himself. And she can't leave him. And his justification for, if you don't have sex with me, I'll kill myself, was because he loved her so much and he was so fucked up mentally that he thought this was the only way that he could keep her in his life.
And
That's a fucked up justification. That, again, this is one of my, I understand, but. So again,
as far as I'm concerned, he had a rationalization that worked in his mind.
Exactly. They rationalize it themselves.
It does not work in reality.
No, definitely not.
What it means when it comes down to the fucking brass tacks is that he was so dangerously mentally challenged that he ended up raping a chick.
Schmeckle.
Put that motherfucker down.
Schmeckle. Just hear me out for half a second, please. Okay. Do you not believe in the idea that someone can do something even horribly wrong on purpose, like with the intent to do it, and then afterwards feel remorse for the thing that they did, like regret the thing that they did? I'm asking that. Do you think that they can regret the thing that they did? Feel bad?
I'm sure they can feel remorse for it.
Okay.
After the point where they've proven that they can do something like that.
Okay.
No, anybody, hold on.
Part of the purpose of jail. That's part of the purpose of jail. Like, we give punishments equal, like comparatively equal to the crime. That is the idea of justice. Right?
Comparatively equal to the crime.
Right,
so
because
what's comparatively equal to a rape?
I'll say comparatively equal to the crime.
Time.
But what's in terms of time? What's comparatively equal to a rape?
I said, it's different for everybody.
Your state was.
But we have determined standards for things. If you commit murder, if it's not premeditated, if it's an act of passion or something, we have like a sentencing of like from 3 to 10 years or something like that. And depending on the situation, a judge can rule like, oh, you'll only have to serve 3 years and good behavior because on your situation, it was just this like spontaneous thing or even an accident and shit like that. I mean, like, you can get sent to jail for a fucking accident, something you completely didn't mean or intend to do.
As you should be if you were being dangerously reckless.
Right. But, like, here's the thing. Everybody has a different definition. Two people can look at the same case and see different motives, see different intentions and shit like that. And that's why we have, like, a baseline limitation.
And I get that, but different motives and shit, it doesn't matter when it comes down to something where there's only one basic motive. You can take basically any other crime. Theft, maybe you're stealing bread for your family. Murder, maybe it's self-defense. Even slavery. Maybe you've taken over a warring nation. And you have your choices. let him go free and wage war against it, kill him off, or sell him off, right?
I'm just wondering, what about pedophilia? Do you look at all pedophilia cases individually, or do you judge all pedophilia? Just say fuck them all?
Pedophilia, I would across the board say, yeah, fuck them all. As far as the ones that have committed crimes, if they just have fucking
because I do know of a specific pedophilia case where a 35-year-old woman raped a 17-year-old boy. In fact, you hear that all the time on the fucking, like, the case I'm thinking of is specifically a case where she like manipulated him and fucking like forced herself on him, not like a teacher-student type thing or something like that.
Also, like things like gender seems to oddly enough play a factor into all this. Like I remember there was a couple cases, like oddly enough, the Young Turks have been relatively good at covering these stories of teachers having sex with students, predominantly women having sex with male students.
Oh,
and then the woman would get pregnant. Hold on a second, hold on before you get in there. And often the woman would get pregnant, and unfortunately, things sort of happen. In a lot of those cases, the woman, of course, would lose her job. Obviously, you can't be around kids. You're obviously dysfunctional. But also, when those things happen, the kid, the kid who, at that point, because he's a minor, it's considered rape and all that kind of stuff. But she doesn't usually get to face jail time because she's pregnant. But the other thing that I think is super fucked up is that these young boys have to pay child support. A lot of them are of the age of 14. That means you have to go out and get your first job delivering papers, and every penny goes to your.
I'm sorry. At 14, you can get like a kitchen job or something like that. It's not gonna be a paper.
Well, maybe, but I mean, like everything you earn at that point until the kid's 18 is going to essentially go with this.
No, I understand. What you're saying.
I think in this, in that case, is because he's underage, it's considered a rape. But unfortunately, this is the victim paying the rapist in that sense as well.
And that's actually something they could probably fight. I don't know about it in Canada, but in most of the states, there are laws against making money off of your crimes.
Well, it's not seen as making money out of your crimes. It's you're giving food to your child. It's child support.
At the same time, it's child support for the child that came about as a result of your crimes. You got a good enough lawyer, you could probably fight that.
You can try to fight that, but there again, I mean, where are you going to get the money for that? And even if you did get a lawyer and you did fight and you did win, and how are you going to pay him? And again, you're paying either way. The kid's getting fucked. You're either paying paying the woman who bore your child, or you're paying the lawyer who got you who won you your case. You're still paying. It makes no sense.
No, with the case like that, it would almost always be on a pay if you win type basis.
You still have to pay.
It's family court. If you win, so you pay a percentage of the money you make.
You still, either way, you're still paying for that. Like legal defense is like, if in Canada, if you don't have a lawyer, you can't afford one, they'll appoint you one. But the moment you make money, you're paying them, which means if you're able to work, you're still paying them. You're still fucked no matter what. The case is like you'd only go forward with that kind of stuff if you want to fuck the woman over at that point, because then she might not get the child support. But there again, once you turn 18, you're still on the hook for that child support, and even then, they might come after you after back payments. So there's no point in fighting it.
Guys, know what we're talking about right now.
Well,
I'm a little off topic. Like my point is, we as a people used to believe that if you committed a crime and you did your punishment for it, then you were redeemed. And maybe
sorry, dude. You're not redeemed.
We know that convicts have hard times getting jobs, shit like that. So we don't like convicts, right? We do not like, as a society, we say we do, but we really fucking don't. But that doesn't matter the crime. My point is that like someone's life should not be ruined for something they did in the past.
His life should not be ruined by something as simple as a little rape. That's what Mark is saying right now.
No.
Look, you commit rape and you do the time in jail. When you come out of jail, you're supposed to have served your time
And be reformed.
And maybe not even reformed, but done the punishment for the crime you were convicted of. Even if you're not fucking reformed, we still have that fundamental belief that you have served the punishment for the act that you committed that goes against what people want. You have served your punishment. You are now, like, we don't expect, like, obviously we don't want you to do that crime again, obviously. But
my kid walks up to me and punches me in the balls, and I put her in the corner, and then she comes out of the corner and says she's sorry. Should I just assume that she's not gonna punch me in the balls again, or should I be a little fucking wary?
That's why, I mean, we have systems.
That's what sex offender lists are for.
My kid punched me in the balls today.
I mean, we have things like probation and fucking house arrest and all sorts of different programs that are designed to keep track of people who we don't think can continue to follow the rules. And I mean, like, what else can we do? Other than if you do something bad, you're fucked for life. Just get the fuck out of here. Let's kill you. Like, what other option do we have other than some type of forgiveness? You've done your punishment, and now at least legally, you are not culpable for what you did anymore. You have done your punishment. You have paid the price for the transgression you committed.
You've been punished, but you're still fully culpable.
But what, like, are you saying we should punish them more? Like, there should be more punishment, and where does that punishment end? Like, that's
Bingo.
my point.
I fully advocate for in cases, obviously, where it's beyond a shadow of a doubt. I advocate for the death sentence for fucking rapists, for pedophiles, shit like that.
What about statutory rapists, Schmeckle? You think like a 19-year-old who got told the chick at the bar with a fake ID was an 18-year-old and she turned out to be 16? You think he should be put to death?
Well, no, in those places it would be wrong.
So
but
it's
that's
not
still rape.
Well, no, here in every Canadian province we have protections against that. There's a buffer zone.
Exactly. So why aren't those satisfactory anymore? They used to be, but now even you right now are advocating for put him to death. If they're a rapist, hey, look, he's been, like, if he's convicted, put him to death. I don't care if he's 20 and she lied about her age and now her mom is suing, and now her mom is pressing charges.
No, we started this conversation, or maybe not started with, but early on in this conversation, I gave a definition of the rape I was talking about.
Okay, what,
when somebody forces somebody beyond their will to have sex.
But that's the thing.
Feel like that should always be punishable by death.
But that's the point. What is beyond their will? Number one. Because
I have had a lot of drunk sex, and it was always within my will. Always, every fucking.
Again, I am talking rape. Like, this person does not want this. You know that they don't want this, and you rape them.
And how many cases of rape do those consist of? It's a fraction of a percent.
Because here we go. In the case of my friend, she wasn't. She was manipulated into having sex. She wasn't forced. He didn't hold her down.
I would also consider that rape. He basically blackmailed her into sex.
But I'm also of the mind. Hold on, because I I've been in several instances where I could have been raped had I given in.
Well, then maybe you were almost raped a bunch of times.
Look, say you bring a chick home
But it
from the
didn't
bar.
happen because I took a different path than some of my friends did. Instead of giving into it.
You know what? If a guy tries to just pin you down and rape you and you beat him off, not like beat him off, but like beat him off.
Sorry.
You were still almost raped, you know?
But fuck, I had it in my head. God damn it.
Yeah, then I said beat him off.
It's the second you said beat him off, we all fucking lost it. My thing, when it comes to this.
Say some chick likes to be choked. I know a lot of girls.
Bingo.
I've been with a lot of girls that like to be
is not rape.
Okay, but is it possible to choke her and leave bruises? And then the next day she says she was raped, and now she
I'm not saying false claims don't happen.
Again, you ever spank a girl hard enough to leave a bruise? That's fucking assault.
Mark,
I got better.
I said in those cases where it's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Those are the only cases where I'd advocate for the death sentence in any crime.
But by your definition, any court case that gets a conviction.
No. I'm talking
the standard court is beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I also like to say that
not how the courts actually work.
Schmeckle, you cannot infer intent. That's the thing. Here we go. As he was talking about choking, hold on. As I was saying, when it comes to choking, cool, okay, some girls like that. Some girls like it really fucking hard. How about it goes a little bit harder than they intended? And the guy didn't mean for it to be that hard.
No, I wouldn't call that rape. I would call that...
But how can you infer his intent? Because you don't know it if you're the girl. You just feel as if you are now being raped and this is out of your control.
And all he's trying to do is get you off and make you feel good.
Again, there's got to be logic applied to the situation, and it's got to be beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was a rape. The rape point for me is she don't want the sex. Something like he choked her too hard would be, we miscommunicated during sex, during the consensual sex.
But that's...
There's always there's always a line that can be crossed that you don't know that you're crossing.
And again, it comes down to, I'm talking about actual rape. You force yourself upon this chick. I'm not talking about
the only time that I can ever see that happening. The only time I can ever see that happening is if you and I are of the same mind when it comes to that form of rape. That form of rape is exceedingly rare. Majority of what people are now calling and considering rape happens to be these, it went a little bit too far, or I was manipulated, or I didn't say no.
I regret what fucking I did.
Yeah, and again,
that's the SJW version.
My argument only applies to actual rape.
But but you said beyond a shadow of a doubt, and that is a court standard for rape, which is fine. I agree with the court standard.
Let me rephrase it. With a 0% doubt.
But okay, what
beyond their standard?
There can't be a 0% doubt. It's impossible.
You catch the motherfucker on camera. He's caught red-handed by the fucking police.
The dude who was raping the passed out chick by the fucking dumpster? Yeah, definitely fucking rape. And why the fuck he got off, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about the college kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who got off on what did he call it? It was
Affluenza.
affluenza. I was too rich to know better.
Yep. But that's honestly,
That's
so
ridiculous.
that
Yeah,
is a level of justification. Not that he didn't know better, but that he didn't understand the world enough. No. Think of it as somebody who is mentally disabled. Okay. Let's put it out there the real fucking word. Somebody who's retarded and they don't know.
Retard rapes a chick, retard down. If my dog raped a chick, I would kill my dog. You know.
Sorry, that's fucking hilarious.
Here's the thing, though. I think about
Right back. Hold on.
doing a million illegal things a day.
You're in here? Okay.
I think about, like, what if I did this? What if I did that? Or like, you know, like,
you think of way too many illegal things a day. Like, I think
obviously,
maybe I'll speed. Maybe I'll smoke some. Oh, plus not even illegal here.
I mean, I do a couple illegal things a day, but I also think of, like, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you never have a thought about fucking smashing your significant other's face in with an iron or something. Like, do you never have that thought? Do you never have? Never.
I'd like to point out I'm going through a divorce, and no, I've never.
Hyperbolic, using it as an example.
Sorry, that's a very that might be a very lawyerish response, but it's a very apt one.
Look, say you get cut off in traffic. Do you not want to just slam your car into that motherfucker's rear end? That would be illegal.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make an example here of something. I mean,
I would like to point out to the audience.
Different ideas could cross your head. The point is you think about them, but you don't do them.
Oh, you mean
everybody
like
thinks about doing?
I think about doing a rape.
Yeah. Say that again.
It's kind of like how every time you're on camera, I think about doing a rape.
Right.
But, I'm gonna rape dogs so that you get jealous and date me.
Every time you're on camera, I think about doing a line.
Me too.
Dear God, I'd have to be fucked up to keep talking to you.
You've been here for ages.
Ages. Not even a month.
Like half an hour.
My point is fundamentally that we've forgotten how to forgive people, and we've forgotten how people can change. People can do bad things and feel bad for the bad things that they've done. And that happens all the time, and they change, and they don't do those bad things anymore because they've done a bad thing in the past. Is their life over? I can look through your past.
In my eyes, yes. With certain things, their life should literally be over.
Look, but I'm talking. But those are like the extreme things.
Well, there's a few other
extreme things.
There's a couple things to keep in mind in some of these, because every factor is different. For instance, like, what if someone just came out of jail? Let's say it's a guy who convicted of that kind of stuff, and he's supposed to go out there and be a member of society again. What if that guy has a family? Who's going to provide for that family if he can't get a job because of having this thing there?
The Jews have been really.
Was he providing for that family in jail? If his concern was providing for the family, maybe he should have thought of that before getting locked up.
Well, I mean, he could have a savings. I mean, he could have been putting money aside, but then they have to eat into the savings to maintain themselves. And that'll only last for so long, so then the mother's got to go out and get a job. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, like, you have responsibilities, like, before the event happens, after the event happens, while you're in jail. There's all these responsibilities you still have to maintain, and you still have to try and look out for.
Right.
So when you get out of jail,
look,
how are you supposed, like, for instance, like, there was this thing that people are pushing for called the right to be forgotten, to try and get your criminal record expunged so that you can go forward with life. Some people,
No.
I don't think it went through because a lot, Schmeckle sponsor, but some people do need to try and not just rape, but there could be other cases too.
Okay, I believe wholeheartedly in innocent until proven guilty, and that means I would rather see 10 guilty people go free than one innocent person go to jail. I would
Yes, well,
rather
we've all
agree with
heard
that.
whichever
guilty
famous
people go
person
free
that
than one
was.
innocent person go to jail. You might disagree
I
on
understand
but I
that
would
entirely.
rather that happen. I would
No,
rather.
I fully stand by that. That's why I say it's only in the cases where they are entirely, without a doubt, guilty, where I'd like to see them dead.
I like to also point out that in a lot of the cases of wrongful executions and death sentences, they also had 100% certainty.
Yeah, but that was back when 100% certainty was a bunch of people said this guy was there.
I'm
No,
saying
people have been-
saying
people
What
have
do you
been-
think rape is?
I'm saying that I don't trust the government, legal system, or even the judicial system to get 100% certainty.
Thank you. You
Again,
trust them to an
I'm
extent.
talking those cases where they're caught red-handed, shit like that.
Yeah, I get that, but like I said, even in a lot of those cases where people were put to death, some of them new evidence came out after the execution,
Right,
showing
and
that they were innocent.
caught red-handed
And-
still doesn't mean guilt. There
And
have been.
I'm just saying,
I'm sorry.
before the execution, 100% evidence showed that he did it. 100% until it wasn't 100%.
Yeah, until
Then what?
some little piece of evidence came out that blew all that shit out the water.
Yeah, it's only 100% until it's not.
Hey,
in
it
that
definitely
meantime-
happens. But what
And
I'm
in that-
talking about those cases where there is no doubt.
And
Well,
And there are certainly those cases.
There
Those
have literally
but
been cases
where
where someone's been murdered and then the murderer runs off and a bystander is there and gets covered in blood and gets like their fingerprints on a weapon and shit. Like, I mean, that happens all the time in TV shows. It rarely happens in real life, but it has happened before. And I would rather that innocent person go free than 10 fucking guilty people be put in jail.
and I understand that. What I'm saying, since we're specifically talking about rape, is if you come across a guy fucking a girl screaming, "No, no, no, get out of me."
What if it's role play?
Bingo.
It's role play, and if it's role play, the girl's probably gonna go, "Hey, we was role playing."
Probably.
Well, I think
gonna go.
some of
Probably
the
gonna go.
some of the other cases is also like, what if, let's say, you're doing role play, but the neighbor's here and they don't know that it's role play. One example being my biggest.
Again, the cops break in, and the girl goes, "No, it was role play."
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, and that probably
it's fucking Occam's razor. You come across a guy fucking a girl screaming, "No, no, no," it's probably a rape.
right until
Most
it's not. Until it's not.
Most of the time, if it's not a rape, the girl's gonna go, "Yeah, don't worry, this ain't a rape. We was just doing some role play and shit."
But you
But
would
I'm
hope so.
talking about the situations where there's no doubt. You come across a guy fucking a screaming girl in the middle of the fucking park.
Oh, really?
You know?
So a guy walks up on a dead body stabbed. He bends over, gets blood on him, picks up the knife. The cops
Again,
and someone points to him and says, "I just saw him stab that guy."
Again, I'm talking specifically rape.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm talking.
Here,
saw him
well,
rape that
here's
guy.
all right. Well, first of all, there's a one major problem when it comes to rape. It's so hard to get a conviction and get a guilty stuff because all the evidence of a rape is also the evidence of a legal act that people do every single day, and that's called sex. People have sex all the time.
Yeah, the
And
whole
a lot
rape
of the evidence, but
mainly looks for damage, like from a forceful insertion.
yeah,
But
it's hard to prove. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking caught in the act type shit.
Yeah.
Here's one of the problems with rape is that once it starts, the submissive one will stop. I mean, like most of the time stop struggling, there might not be a lot of physical evidence to go by. You know what I'm saying? Like once they're intimidated enough, they can stop struggling, and maybe they don't have bruises on them and stuff, and maybe they have vaginal bruising or something indicative of rape, but it also could just be indicative of rough sex.
Rough sex.
And
Yeah.
like if you're getting raped, it may suck, but your better option may be to put up a big fight and get hurt a little bit.
No, I understand.
It sucks, but I'm just talking about like if
when it comes to getting caught red-handed, which is what I'm talking about. There's very little doubt that it's a rape, unless the chick says it's not. And Psycho points out cops don't listen. Rape play would still get the guy arrested because she won't tell the truth if he's there. But yeah, it's not going to get him actually punished.
Yes, it will. It has actually happened to one of my friends. Right. I was in the community for a long time. I have two friends who did rough play in public.
Sorry, Sester, but can you tell the story within like 13 minutes? Because I gotta shut this down.
Right, quick, one sentence before she tells the story is that's my point. Your way of thinking of just punishing people just leads to fuck, you just said it.
You're drunk.
I mean, when you give people the benefit of the doubt, you investigate, but you don't arrest. The problems we have in our society right now is because of this listen and believe mentality. And it may be hard to get a rape conviction, but I'd rather 10 rapists go free than one fucking innocent guy get put in jail for a false accusation.
What I'm saying is this guy might end up in jail, not because of a false accusation, because of being caught in something that was misinterpreted as rape, but he's probably not going to go down for it. Because the girl
that's my problem. Hey, you have the death penalty as the solution. When you say probably, and then you have the death penalty as the solution.
I say probably.
Probably because that means
I would only advocate for the death penalty in the cases where there is 0% doubt. But in a situation like
offenders,
repeat offender, yeah, definitely. If he's already been caught before, definitely
enough offenses to justify it.
But no, I'm talking more again. Caught in the act type shit.
But there have been people caught in the act of finding a body that have been accused of murder.
Okay,
and all the evidence points to them. They're there. They're covered in blood. They have fingerprints on the weapon. Shit, maybe they were trying to fucking resuscitate the guy or some shit.
That's not all the evidence, though.
I'm just saying.
That is the entire.
Well, there.
Yeah. It's the whole motive means, etc. Right? Like there's a lot more to it than just this guy was covered in the guy's blood. This guy that happened to be the one that called 911.
Right. Well, that's why if he gets found guilty and he's innocent. That's why we send him to jail for a little while, and we don't execute.
I'm not saying that death sentence should be immediate.
I'm not even sure. Like
that's what I'm asking. Like repeat offenders. Or like if you are able to prove like multiple offenses in the first case, like a serial killer or some shit like that, then I'm all for the death penalty like we have already in a lot of states.
Let me just remind everybody that this went from Mike Tyson to Mike Tyson's rape, and that's how we're on this discussion.
Well, because
that was a course of conversation there.
Because we've forgiven Mike Tyson. He's been convicted of an actual rape, and nobody fucking remembers that shit. His show
today.
There's also
anyway. Okay, go ahead.
In there real quick here. So some people might understand, or Canadians here will probably get this. If not, I'll remind you. There was a case with a very popular CBC reporter named Gian Gomeshi. He worked for the CBC for a long time. The CBC is Canadian Broadcasting. It's the government-funded thing. He's been around for a long time. He's been the voice of Canada for quite some time. He was in the controversy with some former actors who used to work at the CBC, claiming that he raped them. And he, according to in the court of public appeal and all that, was already found guilty. Everyone was always saying he's guilty. He's going to jail. He was able to produce evidence, email conversations, and all that of all the interactions that he had with these women who openly wanted to do this and wanted to have sex with him and all the other kinds of stuff. He had proof, and as a result, he was found innocent, 100% innocent. No, he was not wrong in any of this. The women lied about most of the shit, mostly because they wanted to get back at him because he dumped them pretty much. And that's how that kind of thing worked out. But he still lost his job, is unemployable everywhere. Can't seem to get anything in order. He just came out with a book deal to get his book published out there. He's already getting slammed as this rapist is making money. He's an innocent man. He's been proven an innocent man, and he's still suffering as a result of that. I don't know how much that relates, but it shows that innocent, sometimes that doesn't matter. You're still going to suffer.
Right.
Now, granted, that's not the government doing it. That's the public and society treating you that way. But there again, the notion of a rapist, once it's in your head, can often affect how people treat and behave you, or treat you and behave towards you on society. I'm sure he still gets it in his local grocery stores or whatever else. So.
And I love the people who think we live in a rape culture when if you're even accused of rape, your life is fucking over.
Well, that's why we're anonymous online. We get accusations. But of course, I live in Canada, and I have to work with a bunch of crazy people sometimes. So,
all right. So,
murdering makes more murder. Correct. It does make more murder, but that only applies if you don't think murder is justified in some situations.
Ladies and gentlemen,
like I said, basically every crime except rape can be justified.
I hope everyone had fun. Thank you for tuning in to this Natcast. Wait in for our 11 o'clock showing time. And Mark, you're going to shut the fuck up because you're done. We're done. We're closing up here. Schmeckle is tired. Look at those tired, drunk guys. He needs a power nap.
I'm not tired. Yeah, I am going to have a 30-second nap between streams. But we're going to shut the fuck down. Tonight we had a bunch of people plus a hot girl.
We had Alf
we'll be back
and we
like
had
half an hour. Shut the fuck up. That's all anybody's getting.